Okay, Bismillah, Alhamdulillah, wassalatu wassalamu ala Rasulillah wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa man wala. So, like I said earlier, there is plenty, very nervous, don't know what's going on or what's going to happen. I get asked the same question by many, many people to my cell phone. And just because I always say it is best to put the questions in the group. So this way, everybody from the group would learn. And those people that, let's say, got a lot of messages, 10, 20, 30 a day, that they may not have a chance to follow up every second or every hour, they can always go back and review what's going on in that chat group that take place. What's really important right now is few things that Rawaf is asking of all of us to do, which is the labeling process. Um, it may not seem that important to us here, but it is extremely important. People lose luggage over there. It's hard to find luggage. Bags look the same. Bags don't get picked up from from location A to location B. Bags get dropped off at a different location that they're supposed to, because bags look alike. Other Hajis from other groups can pick up the bags and take it to their room. By the time we figure things out, and this is an extra bag laying in somebody's room, or somebody's hotel, the Haji gets to leave the country, the bag gets stuck in the back, behind, and it's extremely difficult to get that bag back to us here in the United States. Because of that, it is important to print this luggage tag as you guys see, which is an 8.5 by 11. Actually, to them, it's A4, which is slightly larger, but we can fit it on 8.5 by 11 to tag it like this. And what's also important is that we also label our bags. I'm not sure, Kazi, do you have any idea where they can get besides Amazon this kind of tags to put on the top of their bag
Amazon,
and print it?
Amazon, especially those with the Prime, is the best bet because we are closing in time very fast. And with the Prime, you can get that in 2 days max, 3 days max.
Okay.
So they have it, and I would suggest just getting it done, inshallah.
Now, I've been getting a lot of people telling me, oh, I cannot print them. Where do I print them? In your panel. And your that is provided to you by Rawaf. Once you enter your passport number, a panel will come in that this is specifically for you, your arrival, your departure, your staying, which program you're in, your train ticket. Now, all this stuff will be updated as Rawaf gets the data. A lot of people are texting me, oh, I don't know my room number. Well, it was yesterday when we were able to finish all the rooming requests because a lot of people sent it late. So it does take a day or two or three for them to process which room number you're in. And just because we don't know the room number you're in, that doesn't mean we do not print the bag tag. So because we don't get one, that doesn't mean we ignore both. So the worst that could happen, even if Rawaf doesn't give you the room number, it's not the end of the world. And I honestly believe, and this is my humble opinion based on my previous experience, they're not gonna take the bag for you to your room. And Zubair can, correct me for this. I believe they are going to. Um, I've never seen any logistics company will take the luggage to your room because the hotel staff, especially in the five-star package, the 101 and 201 and 202, they will not take the bags in unless you identify your bags to the bellman, and the bellman will take it with you to your room, or they let you go, then you take your bag with you. Nonetheless, let's say your departure time is about to come and you did not, for example, find your the room number. You could not print your tag, which says bag tag one. You could not print your room number. That doesn't mean you do not print the tags. You still go ahead and print them because the tags have valuable information on it, and it still has your hotel, both your hotels, and it has your name, and it tells Rawaf which package you're in. right? And it tells your name as well. So if you look on the top, it says the name. I don't know if that's the passport number. This is Rawaf 405, Marriott 5 star. There's a phone number there. There's Hotel 1, Hotel 2, and then Hotel 3 if you have it. And when they scan this QR code, Rawaf's team would know what it is. Now, just like Hajj, there are things that are a must. And the next slide is the do not panic slide. Okay. Just like in Hajj, there are a few things you should panic over if they don't happen, which is the ones that would nullify your Hajj. Okay. Like do not, the intention and the stand in Arafah and doing your tawaf on the 10th of Dhul Hijjah and the sa'i, 10th, 11th, 12th, 13th. It doesn't matter, but doing that. Like you cannot leave Saudi without doing tawaf al-ifada, tawaf and sa'i. Otherwise, your Hajj is not complete. Now, anything else happens outside those four items is manageable, inshallah, is absolutely no problems. The same thing with being logistically taken care of with Rawaf. If you don't have a visa, do panic. If you, for example, did not receive confirmation for your hotel, do panic. If, let's say, one day before you get on the plane, you still don't have your airline ticket, now that's worth panicking. Luggage room number not available. I don't have my train ticket. I don't know what time the bus is gonna come. I don't know who is gonna meet me at the airport. I don't know who I'm traveling with from the US. All that should not really constitute for you to be in a state of panic. Now, the reason I'm saying this and I keep stressing on this is because we are going there for one objective, which is to do Hajj in a way that pleases Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala according to what His Messenger alayhi salatu wasalam commanded us to do in order for us to get back the reward that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala promised us with. So because of that, we should take anything and everything out of the way that could affect that. And every other little thing really is a minor. Again, if you made your niyyah, you stood in Arafah, you did your tawaf and sa'i, everything else is a non-issue. Because of that, you really, really, really need to practice patience. You need to practice patience and you need to practice a lot of that. Some people, like, for example, they hear, I mean, we post it on our chat, our announcement, and then I get bombarded by questions about the sleeping bag, or I get bombarded about the umbrella, or Rawaf said this, that they are giving sleeping bags. Yes, they are. But the sleeping bag they're giving is just like your bed sheet, very thin piece of nylon, has no foam in it, no air in it, no support in it whatsoever. And I know for a fact because they gave me one 2 years ago, and I held it, and I held it the same way last year. And I bought my own, like we sent the link for the sleeping bag. Take this. By the way, the sleeping bags are provided by the company that is given the responsibility to prep the Hajj camps for all the Saudi providers. This is not an item that is provided by Rawaf. This is an item provided by the camp management for all Hajjaj, all the programs. So because of that, our recommendation is to go ahead and buy it. But the reason I'm bringing this up is so we need to not worry about the things and keep asking the same question over and over again, and accept the advice that is given by the people who've been doing this for a very long time. And by the way, we're not employees of Rawaf or anyone. We're just guides based on our experience. We're chosen to come and help because of, alhamdulillah, of our experience and our way of knowing how to deal with the situations when they happen over there, inshallah. So again, do not panic, be patient, and look at the chat groups. We divided the chat groups to multiple. Jazallah khair, Brother Zubair did that. So we can communicate in general, and then we can also target the person, I mean, the group individually with their own program. And please, don't be upset when I tell you do not direct message me because I get about 1,000 messages a day. And sometimes I don't have time to answer. So someone will send me a question and then 2 minutes later, because I don't answer the question, I get a phone call. There is, mashallah, 140 people. I cannot get back to everyone within a minute or two. So the next question we want to talk about is Rawaf's bag. This is what Rawaf is providing, is what's inside the bag. I see, based on our Hajj experience, that we do need an umbrella because right now the temperature in Mecca is 102 degrees. I'm assuming in the next couple of weeks it will probably gonna reach to 104 or 106. Now, some of us live in hot areas, Arizona, Texas. We're used to that kind of temperature. But people living in the cozy San Diego, LA, SFO, these guys are not used to the temperatures. So I recommend an umbrella, especially like in Medina for those that are staying in the like a Safa hotel or a little bit further, because when you cross the courtyard of the Haram, you need it, or when you go to do stoning, you may need it, or even, just walking in Saudi. If you didn't need it, it's a small item, it doesn't take a lot of space, and you just bring it back. The other item is on the lower right hand corner, which is the sleeping bag. The sleeping bag, I have one. I put it already in my checked in luggage. And if I didn't use it, fine, but I know I will use it, inshallah, because there is nowhere to sleep in Muzdalifah. And sometimes you could just inflate, I mean, put air in it, blow it up. In the street, you may put it and sleep, and you're not going to lay down on rocks. After you're done, if it's too dirty, you don't need it, toss it away. I think it's only like 30 or $40. So this is the Hajj kit that Rawaf is providing. Them not providing a certain item doesn't, it's not worth, getting scared over it. Oh my God, what's going to happen? Where I'm going to get it? Everything is available in Saudi. I just like to buy things from here because the kind of quality products we're used to here in the US is a little bit better or a lot better than the product that's available during Hajj. Basically, what you buy in Saudi is a one-time use and you throw it. Yet my sleeping bag, this is the third year I have it, alhamdulillah. I got no issues with it. So far, so good. I see two hands, iPhone and an iPhone. And we will start, inshallah, with the first iPhone before I go to the next slide. The one who has the hand up,
السلام عليكم.
salam.
استاذي، الباكجز شلون بنعمل لهم برنت؟ لانه انا فكرت بيطلعوا بالنسك اب بس ما طلعوا، حتى في اللينك اخذناه وحاولنا نشوف يعني وين الباكج بيعمل برنت، بس ما عندي طريقه كيف اعمل برنت للباكجز.
This is الله أكبر.
عم تحكي معي ولا مع مين عم تحكي الآن؟
انا بحكي معك بس ما بعرف مين
اوكي،
دخل.
لأنه في ناس داخلين على الخط. طيب.
ما بعرف مين
Okay.
دخل خلاص.
Everybody, can you please mute yourselves? طيب. Warda, can you... Okay, Rawaf sent you, they have a link tree. From the link tree, you can put your passport number and then you will have this screen will come to you.
انا وقت حطيت الرقم باسورد طلع لي سكرين هذا، بس ما في هذا لا غيره، ما مكتوب باكج. انا السكرين الثاني طلع لي يا شو
I
اسمه.
need to see what you got. Send us what you got. Warda, can you post the link in the in the
Yes.
text where they can
Yeah.
click on and put their passport number to come up to this screen?
Yes.
طيب.
Yeah, sure.
شلون بقدر
جزاك الله
ابعث
خير.
لك شيخي، شلون بقدر ابعث لك الصوره اللي طلعت عندي انا بعد ما
ابعتها على
حطيت؟
السيلفون، ما انت بتبعت لي على السيلفون تاعي.
خلص على السلفون بعت لك اياه على السلفون تبعك. ماشي
طيب.
ماشي شكرا.
There is حياك. There is the other hand iPhone.
Is it in the app or is on the website?
It's on the website.
Okay, thank
Yeah,
you.
brother, the back one is not printing. Back two prints.
Yes, because bag one, perhaps they did not assign a room number yet. Warda, you were able to print earlier the tag without the room number, correct?
Yes, yes. The back two was printing, but the back one tag, that's still not, we are unable to print that. And
Yes,
I did
once the room
posted
is
the,
assigned.
yeah, and I did posted the link so they can click on it and put their passport number and they will get all the information.
Okay?
شكرا. يب.
حياك الله. طيب,
One,
whoever, there's another iPhone having a hands up.
yeah, it's me, brother. So
Oh, okay.
when I print
Okay.
on back two, my name is not coming out on the print. It's just saying Nusuk Hajj Services, this and that.
Yeah, your name is not going to come up on bag two because bag two, all you need is, oh, you mean right here, your name is not coming up. Yeah, there is no name, brother. It says direct Hajj,
Okay.
Rawaf,
Yeah.
your the toll free number and the bag. At
So
least,
how they
okay,
know it's my bag then?
because of the bag tag, akhi, on the top. So it's a two-step process. Step one, that your bag is not lost. They know this bag belongs to Rawaf.
Okay.
Step two is Rawaf now identifies you by that tag. If not, then we're going to need to make a public announcement to 10,000 Hajis. Please come check your bag if
Yeah,
you're
but
missing a bag.
but the name for the tag for the name with the name is not letting you print.
Always, the sister just mentioned that
Yeah.
the reason it's not printing because the room assignments are not done.
Oh, okay.
Once the room assignment, okay. Most of you are leaving on which is about 8 days from now.
Yes.
So there is plenty of time, inshallah, for us to print the second tag.
Thank you.
Okay, and if not, we now know what Rawaf would like to see in a tag. When we do our luggage tag at the airport, we can put Rawaf, my name, you can put Rawaf, and you can put name and program number and stick it there or type it on whatever luggage tag from the airline
Thank you.
as well, in
Thank you.
case we don't get it. We need to improvise and we need to see what better solutions or what solutions we can provide in case there is a problem. طيب, I know I'm gonna
Salam alaikum,
Hamoudi,
brother.
alaikum assalam, ya brother.
Yeah, just one question, brother. How I can print the tag, back tag now?
Which one?
Any available tag. Can I print it now?
You can print tag 2, but you can't print tag 1.
Where to go to print it?
Warda is putting in the chat. Warda, put it in Hajj Council's chat, please.
Okay, sure.
And you
Okay,
can click on that. You can click on the link. The link will open up and it will ask you for your passport number.
uh-huh.
Once you put your passport number, you should see a screen like this.
I see. Okay.
Okay. And by the way, everybody, Rawaf is giving daily sessions, mashallah. They're giving tutorial sessions for men, special sessions for sisters, special sessions for Arabic. And all you need to do is just go to the link tree link that Rawaf provides, and you honestly don't need anything. MashaAllah, multiple lectures on how to perform Hajj, multiple lectures on logistics, multiple lectures on fiqh issues, multiple lectures of women's issues, multiple lectures in Arabic, multiple lectures for preparation to go to Hajj. And all of us really need to go and we need to start watching these because yes, it's true. Somebody else, you're going to do Hajj with somebody, but it is our responsibilities as Muslims to know how to perform a pillar of Islam and not just to rely on somebody. I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm going to do nothing. They're going to have to spoon feed me everything. This is not right because that's from the beginning of my lectures that I've been giving. And I've always said, Do not be dependent on anyone. Be self-independent. And a lot of people would just get in a panic mode or a 100% dependency mode. That means I know nothing. I don't want to know anything. I'm not going to research. I'm not going to find out. Like a lot of people will send me images. Is this acceptable? Go to you to the internet and just type sandals or footwear allowed to wear during Hajj. You will get gazillion images, videos. Even Rawaf have many videos that talk about that. Again, don't be upset. I'm just trying to help you or explain things to you. So, inshallah, you will be able to do your Hajj hassle free, worry
Salam alaikum,
free.
brother.
Alaikum salam. Can I
Salam.
finish, sister,
Salam.
please?
This.
Stress free. All this I'm trying to help so you can have a little bit more comfort when you are performing your Hajj, inshallah. So please visit Rawaf's, uh, the global tree they have for the information they provide. Please do attend the masajid in your area. I always get on my phone from the masajid I subscribe to where I live, Hajj lecture, Hajj logistics, Hajj guide, attend. I'm sure local communities do a lot of those sessions. So you can go and ask and participate and don't leave yourself to get to Saudi and like, oh, I don't know what to do. And then at that time, you're really going to be stressed out. There is no WhatsApp calling in Saudi. Saudi, you can only text. Do not call on WhatsApp because nobody can answer. Even if you have a VPN yourself and you VPN and you get, to call, but the other person may not have a VPN on their phone, or even if they do, the VPN is not on working. So he's not going to get your message. And then you're going to call once, twice, three times. You're going to be upset and irritated. And I don't want anyone to be upset and irritated because in Hajj, لا رفث ولا فسوق ولا جدال في الحج. In order for us to attain acceptable Hajj by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, we need to avoid the vain talk, argument, quarrels, fights, disagreements, whatever it is. So when you are in a state of ihram from 8 to 12 or 8 to 13, when you're out, you are an angel walking on the face of this earth, inshallah. So shaitan does not pull you out of that excellent reward. Allah may reward you for it and just let everything go to waste. So no WhatsApp calling, only WhatsApp texting. And please do text to the group. So no direct messaging because sometimes the phone may not work. We could be taking care of the Hajjaj at night that we need to rest during the day, and you just have a regular question you want to ask. And speaking about messaging, please, brothers, sisters, do not post anything in the group of a religious nature because we have different fiqh schools and people follow different fatawa that they ask other shuyukh. And sometimes the information we're displaying is really not the right information. Because of that, I humbly and kindly request to no one post anything of a fiqh matter. Now, if you want to say, hey, look, you guys, I arrived to the airport and Alhamdulillah, Rawaf Mina's counter was right outside this, take a photo, great. Alhamdulillah, I arrived and oh, look what I found. There is this museum that you can walk in the, outside the masjid from gate. This is fantastic. Or somebody may say, hey guys, visiting the Prophet ﷺ is out of gate one and it's empty right now. Anyone want to come and say salam? That kind of, messages, please feel free. We appreciate it. Jazakallah khair. You will share the khair with the brothers and sisters. May Allah reward you for it. But let's stay away from the fiqh issues because we don't want to confuse everybody. And a lot of times it brings up a lot of questions. Like, for example, the Hanafi, they insist on first we gotta stone, then we have to slaughter, then we need to shave or cut, and then we want to go do tawaf and sa'i. Because of that, but for me, I don't care which I do first, because the Prophet ﷺ was not asked anything on the day of 10th of Dhul Hijjah. O Prophet of Allah, I did this before that. He said, If'al wala haraj, do and don't worry about it. He said, I stoned before I shaved. I shaved before I did tawaf and sa'i. I slaughtered before I did this. And he never said anything to anyone. He said, do and don't worry about it. However, there are schools of thoughts that are adherent to a certain thing. The problem where it happens, it's not during Hajj. The problem happens after Hajj. What happens, a person will come back and you'll be sitting in the masjid with everybody having a good time. Oh, I did Hajj. Oh, yeah, I did. I did. So how was your Hajj? And like, oh, you know what? Yeah, subhanAllah, it was so busy. We arrived in Muzdalifah, but we didn't sleep there. We left after 20 minutes. And then the guy next to you say, oh my God, you didn't? How can you? You must have. Then you start panicking, oh, my Hajj is not right. It got messed up. Because of that, please allow us to answer the fiqh questions. So we make sure we answer them in the best way for you. So you don't feel bad that you missed something or you were giving the wrong information, inshallah.
Inshallah. Assalamu alaikum.
Uh,
One
Kim
important
Salam.
question based on this. I want to ask, like now you're saying that you can do anything. There's no like ascent before you do jamarat, you can shave. So will we have like a specific group message which would be going to each of us, saying that today our group is going jamarat. Today our group is doing Jamarat day 1. Today our group is doing Jamarat day 2, so that we can follow you guys as a group and go in as a group for Jamarat and come back and follow the same program which you guys are sticking with.
Okay. Um, there is multiple aspects for this.
Or we are on our own, like
No,
you're.
no. Up till now, we don't know where we're gonna be. We know there is three of us: myself, brother Tawab, and brother Noyan.
Mhm.
And brother Zubair is a virtual assistant, but he might be able to come to Saudi, but he'll be near us, not as part of this team, for another team, inshallah. However, the ministry sometimes mandate a certain departure time to
Mhm.
go to Stone and a certain return time because of crowd control. In Mina, I personally don't know where I'm gonna be, if I'm gonna be in the Majar al-Kabsh camps or that I'm gonna be in the Maisim camps.
So
If we all of us were on the Maisim and there is no strict ruling on the ministry saying nobody is allowed to leave before, like, stoning, then this is another fiqh issue that
yeah, that's a
we
very
get
strong,
involved with.
which we say
Like,
that we do stoning from Zohar
there
to
you
Maghrib.
go, to Maghrib. Now, you see, there are other people, however, take the fatwa that you can stone 24 hours a day. If you want
Correct.
to ask me, I used to subscribe to that fatwa because in the old days, there were like stampede and people will die. I had a friend who's in charge of the,
Absolutely.
funeral home in Mecca. He
Right.
would swear, he says, Farid, wallahi, we will get the heads that are only like 2 inches thick because of people stepping on them.
Wallahu
So
Akbar.
during that, may Allah give mercy to them, to their
Allah.
souls. During that time, yes, stone anytime. But now, mashallah, crowd control, the reason, no stampede,
Yes.
the worry that, this is going to happen doesn't exist anymore. So because of that, I don't
Mhm.
subscribe to that fatwa. And I will tell everybody, go stone from Zawal until before Maghrib.
Maghrib,
But
yes.
here's the problem. Let's say the ministry says nobody can stone before Maghrib or before Zawal or up until after Maghrib. What do?
Then you follow the Sunnah.
Allah, you follow what they made you do, because what they do, they can close the tunnel and nobody can go in.
Correct.
And I don't like to do this from a safety perspective, because what happens when like 100,000 people want to go through the tunnel and they block it, Guess what happens after they let the tunnel open?
Mm-hmm.
The 100,000 people are gonna
It's
push
gonna be,
through.
yep, yep,
So because
Salaam
of
alaikum,
that,
brother.
yes.
salam, brother. Because of that, this
Yeah.
is very dangerous to me, and I would advise against it. Now, I understand, from the purposes of Sharia,
Mm-hmm.
okay, the first is hifd al-nafs, is protecting the soul, one soul. That's the purpose, one of the purposes that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala send religion to this earth. So your safety to me is a priority one.
Yep.
Okay. The second is for you to perform your Hajj according to the Sunnah of the Prophet alayhi salatu wasalam. So anytime I feel your safety is in jeopardy, we are gonna go around that to make sure you do it, as long as you are safe.
Mm-hmm.
So
Brother,
let's
if
yes.
if we, let's say, if you don't go from Zohar to Maghrib, do we have to pay a kufara for that?
That you stone after Zawal or before?
Yes,
I mean, before
after
Zawal
Maghrib,
or
if
after?
we stone, is there a kafara for that?
Yeah, they can say, yeah, there is, which is, dam for that. Well, actually, it's first feeding, fasting, or slaughtering. And people find the slaughtering is the easy way out, so they do it.
So if we
Okay.
do after
Again,
Zawal,
no, you need to do it after Zawal, not before.
exactly. Not, I mean, after Maghrib, if we do it, then it's
Yeah.
yep.
Okay. Now, let me tell you something, though. Um, SubhanAllah, I was going to say something about that. Again,
Feeding
there are
people
four
and
things.
fasting.
There are four things that will nullify your Hajj. Everything else is remediable.
Okay.
The intention of Hajj, labbaik Allahumma Hajjan,
Uh-huh.
the standing in Arafah, and doing tawaf and sa'i on the 10th, 11th, before you leave Hajj.
Inshallah.
Before you leave Saudi. These things, if they're done, everything else is manageable.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't see anything. So for the years I've been working with this, that alhamdulillah, never ever since 1998, we had to face any of those four issues. Alhamdulillah, always taken care of. Okay? Right. Muna? No man?
Salam alaikum. Salam alaikum.
Salam. No.
Yeah, I'm waiting for a long time. Brother, can we access written, just a booklet, everything on it? Can we access that and print it out and we have it?
Sure. Tawab?
Hold on, Farid, real quick. Brother, are you asking more for the fiqh and how to perform Hajj or
Yeah,
more
yeah.
Yeah.
Everything about Hajj, guidebook, guide
Sure.
booklet.
Yes,
Farid,
please.
let's do this. In the past, we made a lot of booklets, and I have data for that. We can take some pages out and make a simple guide for everybody, inshallah.
I
So you
Oh,
think
can
great.
Tawab
provide me
sent
that.
me.
One
Tawab, are
more,
you there?
please, guys. One
Yeah.
more question. The
Yeah,
soap.
let me salam alaikum. Let
Soap.
me
So,
answer a little, let me add a little to that on the fiqh side. As brother Farid was mentioning, I shared a couple days ago, in addition to the daily videos, I
Mm-hmm.
shared an app called Hajj Sense, which a local brother here in our community they developed, and it's a very nice app which will give you all of the different steps of Hajj. You'll have a study mode, and you can also put it on live. So when you're actually there and the 8th of the Hijjah comes, it'll tell you what to do exactly that time, and it will know the specific date you're in. So it's has a little bit of a smart feature where it will tell you here's the things you need to do on there. And also in that, and I'll share that a little bit more as well. There is the different aspects of Hajj. There is for example, what Farid was mentioning, the pillars of Hajj. The pillars of Hajj,
خشوا
arkan of
النسوان
Hajj.
بجنبهم يهمش خشوا
Salam
لا
alaikum.
بيهمش.
go ahead, Tawab.
The pillars of Hajj, the arkan of Hajj, those are things if you miss, as brother Farid was saying, the intention, the ihram, you miss Arafah, you miss those few pillars, your Hajj is invalid. You cannot do anything about it. Then there is the wajibat of Hajj, and those are mentioned in there. These are things that your Hajj is still valid, but you need to do at them. You need to do a sacrifice for those. And then there's the Sunnah of Hajj, the extra things which you can miss or you can do, and it doesn't affect your Hajj, but there's extra reward. So this app will give you that as well. And inshallah, I will make in the future a video about some of those things that will tell you, hey, these are the things, because this is the fiqh, of Hajj. Just like you would have the fiqh of salah or fiqh of tahara, you need these specific things. I tell you, these are the minimums you need to make sure your hajj is valid, and these are the things that will cause you. So inshallah, we'll share that. But I would recommend everyone to download this app called Hajj Sense, and then we can discuss more detail. And I'll maybe also get you guys a little bit of a video on it on how to use it. It's a Sadaqah Jariyah app, so feel free to use it. Jazakumullah khair.
Tawab, let's do this way.
Can you resend the video, brother? The
No,
app?
no. Sure.
Yes, I will reshare it. It will be in Fiqh Corner, okay? So
Okay.
everyone needs to make
For
sure they are.
some reason, our names, my and my husband's name, are not able to be registered in Rawaf 101 package. We are not able to see our names in any of those links or any of those. That is another reason my husband has asked that he wasn't able to print the luggage, because some of our names are not registered to Rawaf 101, but we are in the package.
Sister, can you send right now a text and on in Zoom? So
Okay.
Sister Warda can take care of that.
I can
Originally,
send you a
Rawaf.
passport copy
No,
of
no, no,
my.
no, no. I don't need that. I just need your name to see why you're not.
Yes.
Are you part of our group now? I mean,
Yes,
you're on
we
the.
are Rawaf 101. We bought our package from, just on Nusuk. And from day one, I had such a hard time being in anybody's group. And still, my name doesn't show up.
Oh, that means we have to charge you extra.
Fi sabilillah.
Allah Jazaak al khair. Tab, listen, because Rawaf did send a group and then they took the names out, then they added different names.
Yep.
And so, but okay, then do send us an email to admin@hajjcouncil.org with your passport information, inshallah.
Okay.
طيب.
Okay. Thank you so
Assalamu
much.
alaikum, brother. Just
Alaikum
one
salam.
question.
لحظة, hold on, Akhi, hold on.
Yeah, okay.
Muhammad Zubair, if you remember, we used to have a one sheet that
Yes.
it's very comprehensive
It is.
that talks about Hajj step by step. It was front and back printed.
Correct.
So remember that?
Yes, sir. And I already passed it to some people. I still have to change it a little bit and pass it. So between Tawab, myself, in the fiqh corner, we're going to do two things. We're going to do a digital app, like Brother Tawab mentioned. So those that are phone users and very good with the apps, they have that. And like the brother asked, we will do one simplified outline of Hajj for those that are one-pager cheat sheet type of people. So that way everybody's taken care of, inshallah.
Okay, fantastic, inshallah. طيب. Basil? Oh, Muta, I'm sorry. You had another question that I stopped you. I apologize.
I'm trying to send the email. What is the email once again, brother? I'm sorry to disturb you.
Warda, can you please type it in the chat
Yes.
group for the sister? Jazakallah khair.
Yeah.
Yes.
Alaikum.
Alaikum salam.
I have two specific questions, very specific. I'm going to be brief, inshallah. I'm Rawaf 202 package, so we're going to Medina first on arriving on 21st of May, 3 a.m. in the morning, right? But I see
Okay.
my hotel check-in is 5 p.m. on 21st of May. So am I going to be waiting in the hotel to be checked in for almost 10, 12 hours, or?
Yes, you are.
So I'm going to have to be waiting in the hotel lobby for 10, 12 hours.
I do apologize, but the hotel, okay, the way the system works, you see, you're arriving on the 21st. There are people, I'm sorry, yeah, on the 21st. There are people that are in your hotel, which is Pullman Zamzam, right? In Medina.
Yes.
Okay, there are people that are in that hotel from 18 to 21 that they check out.
Okay.
And it takes time for them to clean the rooms. And the hotels are 100% full, that Rawaf is not accepting any room upgrade. We tried, I could not get a single room upgrade for them. I even myself booked me a hotel outside of Rawah because I like to go early. So from 18 to 21, there is somebody there. And if you arrive on the 21 in the morning, where are they going to put you? The only way you're going to check in is those check out on the 21st. Rooms need to be clean. And Pullman Zamzam, mashallah, is a huge hotel.
Correct.
Okay.
How
And
about,
then for you to go in,
how about the people coming on 18th, arriving at 3 o'clock in the morning?
you're the same way. There are those hotels. Hajj starts from the 20th Dhul Qa'dah. People start arriving to it.
Gotcha. Sheikh,
So there, yeah.
so the second question is, on the 10th of Dhul Hijjah, after the Jamarat, will we have any transportation to Makkah and come back to Mina, or it's just
Mm, okay. I don't want to say no because actually, Tawab, you should answer this. You were in the
well,
Mu'asim camps last year.
previous years in under Mutawif, and they had buses, but
No,
people
no.
don't waiting for two. But this is a,
That's why, akhi, I'm asking. System has changed since 2022.
Mhm.
But Tawab, are you there? Okay, because brother Tawab, I
Yes,
was,
I
yeah.
go
What
ahead.
happened? Were there buses that took from Mu'asim to the Haram on the 10th Dhul Hijjah?
So from Mu'aysam to the Haram, uh, on the 10th of Dhul Hijjah. Yeah, but remember we went late at night, I think, on one of them, right? So there is there. I think we have to coordinate with them on when they go. But yes, we took buses to get us halfway through, and then but most of the majority of them, it didn't work out that way for them because of the timing and stuff. So there's some brothers, they would pool together and they would get a taxi, or they would get something where they go about halfway and walk the other halfway.
Now, let
I
me,
think that's what
based on
happened.
the screen, okay, I'm sharing a screen.
The most part is
And
the work
last
coming.
year, I would stone.
Mhm.
And after I'm done with the third Jamra, here, after I was done with the third Jamra, I would go down, and this is called Sidqi Street. It's going downhill. It's going to be very wet. People will be standing giving you water. And you will arrive to this is the main Azizia Street, Shari Al Am Al Azizia. So I came down. I was with few Hajjaj. We took a bus. I'm not sure how much they charge us, 10, 20 riyals each, standing up. And we took the bus and they took us all the way down under the Haram. It took a while. There was a lot of traffic, but it was defeated having to walk. So they stop you somewhere, but there was no buses. What I found out later though, we were in the camps here near the Jamarat camps, and perhaps everybody can do this. Once you stone, if you can figure out a way to go back up here, because right on this road, there were buses that will shuttle you all the way and they will take you to the parking facility right in here. And then you can walk to the Marwa side and then you can do your tawaf and sa'i, come back with the same buses, but that's on the 12th Dhul Hijjah they stop. But now we're talking about the 10th Dhul Hijjah. You can go back and they take you all the way up to here. They will drop you off somewhere here. And then I guess you can walk back to your camps. But once you're there, we can figure that out, inshallah.
Just real quick,
Okay, we can walk. But coming back, I have to come back for some part of the night or before the middle of the night. So coming back is difficult. So if there's gonna be any bus or any shuttle or from Ministry of Hajj side or Rawaf side or maybe some hotels in Azizia that have shuttle, like is there?
No, nobody can enter the camps. No one is allowed to enter the camps for the safety of the Hujjaj.
Mhm.
Just like, for example, before prayers in the Haram,
Please, please.
they shut down traffic 30 minutes before Salah and 30 minutes after to allow the flow of crowds to walk and not to jeopardize their safety. So in the camps, it's always been the case where they do not allow buses inside because it will be a river of people walking and the buses are going to create a lot of damage. Okay.
جزاك الله خير.
وياك. طيب باسل.
Yeah, assalamu alaikum.
السلام.
Real quick, inshallah, I'm gonna go to Medina on the 14th. I'm on Rawaf 404. My general question is like, what is the what should I expect basically once I land in Medina? I mean, I have some follow-up questions on what comes after Medina, but I'm sure like once we meet someone from LF, we can ask these questions. But like basically from the Medina airport to the hotel, should we like get transportation on our own? Because I'm assuming like everyone has their own flights. How would that work? And basically like checking in, and you also mentioned, I'm sorry, that's like the second question. So I would mute my line afterwards. You mentioned the room assignments. Where can I check that to basically validate whether my rooms have been assigned or not yet?
Okay.
That's all.
It's Rawaf responsibility to meet you at the airport, assist you at the airport, transport you from the airport to your hotel, meet you at the hotel, room you at the hotel, because you are a paid customer and you paid over the phone, over the internet, and they have your information. That's how you were issued a visa and an airline ticket. So Rawaf has all that information. And Rawaf sent us an application, a process on how to everybody in the program that we have. All we had to do was just drag and drop and fill out the spaces according to the reservation, whether it was a double, triple, or quad. So not a single name that we were given, unless Rawaf take that into consideration, all the people that are assigned to us. So we know everybody is roomed. So once you arrive there, Rawaf staff will be at the counters. You just give them your name and they should have an ID ready for you, if not within a day or two, because you do need that ID to transport. And by the way, I ask everybody to print 4 copies of passport and 4 copies of the visa. Even if you don't need them, please do bring them, because I know from previous experience, when you go to get a SIM card, they will ask you for a copy of your passport and the visa, or a copy of the visa. Now, I know Rawaf is providing a SIM card, but it's not that many gig, so you need to refill it. When you want to refill it, they want to make sure that you are a Haji, and they may ask you for that. Now, all the 5-star hotels I've been to, even the ones that know us extremely well, they won't let me in the room unless they take a copy of my passport to keep it on file. And that is required by the Saudi authorities. They need to know who is staying in that hotel and how they are staying. So if they ask you for a printed copy, at least it's ready, because the other option is there is going to be 50 of you standing in line, and they're going to take your passport, go to the back, scan it, print it, come back. To avoid that, it is best that you guys will have those copies ready. If they asked you for that, fine. If they didn't, at the end of Hajj, just, you know, toss them, tear them, and, throw them in a trash can. So Rawaf will have your room ready, and they will give you a key and they'll tell you which room. While you're there, you will have breakfast and you will have dinner, and it's Rawaf responsibility to take you to ziyarat, take you to Uhud, take you to Masjid al-Qiblatain, and we will arrange. The only sad part is that we were given responsibility. I mean, we started promoting only 3 programs, and that's it. It was 101, 201, and 202. But then when people started panicking and all those programs are done, people starting booking 516, 511, 402, 401, 4, and they scattered all over Medina, all over Mecca and Medina. And that is extremely difficult for us to manage everybody. So some of you, we may just communicate with them over text and try to find out who's the group leader in that particular hotel, that he will be able, for example, to accompany you, or you accompany their group to go for ziyarat. But the ziyarat is part of the responsibility of Rawaf and all other Hajj service providers because that's part of the package. Then it's their responsibility to take you to the train station because 98% of the people are using the train. It's their responsibility to transport you to the train station and then from train station in Medina to the train station in Mecca. And they have somebody to meet you at the train station in Mecca to guide you where the buses you should go to. And then from there, they will take you to your hotel, whichever, one it is out of those 12, 13 hotels that they have in Mecca. From there, they will take you to perform with buses to take you to perform Umrah. Now, that's where the tricky part is. The government may not allow anyone after the 5th of the Hijjah to have transports in or out of the Haram. So then what you need to do is probably take a car and go to the nearest possible point where you get dropped off for those that want to do Hajj Tamattu and walk on your own, go inside the Haram, do your Tawaf and Sa'i, your Umrah, cut or shave, get out of Ihram. Because of that, I recommend for people who are arriving to Medina first is to buy a second ihram in addition to the ihram Rawaf is giving them. So I arrived to Medina on the 21st. I'm supposed to leave Medina on the 24th. 24th is the 7th Dhul Hijjah. And when I leave, it doesn't matter what time I leave. If I leave like 6, 7 o'clock in the morning, I'm going to arrive there at 11 by the time now remember, we're moving in groups, not individuals. So it always takes time to find the group. People arrive, everybody want to use the bathroom. It was prayer time. Some people pray. Some people get stuck in the bathroom. Some people don't come back to the same place because they don't know. So there is a lot of mess going on trying to move a group. By the time you arrive on the 7th Dhul Hijjah, it's probably 3, 4 p.m., 2 p.m. So you don't have time to go buy a second ihram to put on the 8th of Dhul Hijjah. So I do recommend anyone who is leaving Medina on the 24th, please buy a second ihram in Medina. So you will be wearing it brand new on the 8th of Dhul Hijjah. That's my recommendation.
Brother, I have one more question. Do they take
Yes.
away our passports at the airport when we arrive at
No,
Medina?
they do not. They
Okay.
used to. That was an old practice. Do not give your passport to anyone.
Okay. Okay.
Repeat. Even if they tell you yes, say no. You want to take my passport? Bring a Rawaf agent. Let's talk about it. Tell them my guide said no. Because when you take that passport, it's going to be extremely difficult to get it back.
Okay. Always keep it with you.
Keep it. And if they say yes, say no. I'm sorry. Here's a copy, but you're not getting my passport.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay.
And is it lunch included too or no? Only breakfast and
No, lunch, you have to buy me lunch.
I will buy you for the
Jazakallah
rest
khair.
whole year, 365 days.
I'm sorry, Akhi.
You deserve for the next 365 days.
Allah Jazaak al khair. Let's wait till your Hajj is done, then you tell me how happy you
Thank,
are.
thank you. Salam.
Inshallah, alaikum salam.
Wow.
So anyway, agents, who's Anna? This guy is scaring me, brother. Wallah, you need to change your phone, the name on your phone.
Assalamu alaikum, brother. How are you doing?
حياك الله.
ربنا يشفيك. هو السؤال is a very short question. Yeah. So we are inshallah going to arrive to.
I'm sorry, Akhi. Go ahead. I muted everybody else.
We are going to arrive inshallah to Medina at 3 o'clock in the Fajr, inshallah. What is your recommendation to do in this time until we get to our room? Like, for example, should we go to the masjid or
You know what? Your brother is right.
I don't know what kind of state you're gonna arrive in. Arriving 3 o'clock, by the time you get to the masjid, it will probably, I think their Fajr prayer now is at 3:30, 3:40.
Right.
So you'll probably pray Fajr in the hotel. And by the way, for everyone, please, if you take videos, short videos, if you take photos, please send them to us because we're making a library to help the people after that comes after next year. So this will be, a sadaqah jariyah from you to everybody else. That if you have videos that you take, some nice photos or some instructions that you can send to us, so we can post them online, inshallah, to benefit others for years to come.
Okay, perfect.
Honestly, arriving at 3 a.m. to 5 a.m. and to waiting about 8-10 hours is very exhausting. um, they will not. You can go to the masjid. I guess what I'll probably do, I'll leave my bags in the hotel. And the haram, the masjid in Nabawi, by the way, they will not allow you to bring carry-ons or backpacks for security reasons. And so if you have a smaller bag, like a fanny pack or something where you put your money, your passport, your iPhone, and something you hold your computer in your hand, I will go to the masjid and pray a couple of rak'ahs, read a little bit Quran, and then take a corner and sleep. There is nothing you can do.
Great. I have my sleeping bag. I can sleep in there.
Yeah, I was gonna tell you, but I didn't want to say that because they probably won't let you in the masjid. But look, they are stern, but very flexible. They're stern because of security and people. What they do, they bring plastic bags and they empty the Zamzam bottles, containers over there, so they don't leave Zamzam to anyone, and that's why they search the bags. But they're very flexible, they understand, and they really respect the Hajjaj, and they try to provide whatever help possible to them. But you got to understand, there are hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of thousands of people that go in and out, so they don't have time to entertain. So they may feel a little bit, harsh, but they want to help. They want to help. They're good people, mashallah.
Perfect. And
Tayyib.
it is
There
safe.
is one thing, I'm sorry, I remembered something, and Brother Zubair asked for that, and I'm going to stress on that. Like agent's phone number, iPhone 4, a lot of people, when they send messages, they say, when is my bus coming? And you are, I don't know. So for me to respond back, we do need to understand who that person is in the group so we can help. And
Perfect.
also, a lot of people would tell me, am I okay? Is my Qurbani done? Like, who are you? You don't give me your name. You don't give me your program number. You don't tell me anything. And I'm supposed to look on my crystal ball and figure everything out. And that's why it's going to end up, or it's going to result in delays, because I don't have the access to all the spreadsheets to go and search. So please, anyone that wants to ask a question, like, when is my bus coming? Which program? Like, this is program like Farid. This is what I'll do. Farid dash 101, asking for bus, asking for ziyarat, asking for this. This way I would know, and everybody in the group would know, and we can help you faster. So please make sure to identify yourself in the chat group, and we really appreciate that. And when you ask something, let us know who you are.
Farid,
Jazakallah
just
khair.
to add to that, Farid, just to add to that a little bit, other than what you requested, when they send a private message, it will help.
You're breaking up, Muhammad.
Is a very
Hello.
fast way for him to see, Farid to see. Can you guys hear me?
Now we can. First, I didn't hear you at all.
Okay, so that what I was saying is update your name in WhatsApp settings. That's the fastest way for us to know who you are. Other than what Brother Farid requested to put the rest of the details of the programs and whatnot. But if you update the name in the settings, we'll know right away who you are.
Again, our
Jazakallah.
objective is to use whatever experience we have, channel it down to help you to get the purpose you're going for. So please be patient. Don't be upset or irritated because of all these rules and regulations. But all of this is put for you to achieve the goal you're there for. And we do apologize for any inconvenience or any maybe unorthodox techniques that it may sound to you. It doesn't make sense. But trust me, there is a reason why all these comments are being made because we've seen it and we've experienced it many times, and we're just trying to channel the experience we've earned through the years, inshallah. طيب, walking. I know not much left, but you guys really need to walk. At least 10, 12,000 steps a day, especially it took 4 hours to do tawaf and sa'i in one of the years for us, because sometimes the first the ground floor of the haram is blocked, so they have you do sa'i tawaf on the second floor or maybe even the third, and that is a lot of walking. If you're not used to that, that's an issue. The other thing is a lot of people, their feet, they cannot, it's sensitive. It is okay for women to, and men as well, to wear shoes, but men only the allowed shoes. As long as they're clean and there is nothing impure or unclean on the bottom of the slippers for the men, you can really wear it and do tawaf or sa'i with it. I don't recommend the tawaf because the tawaf basically a lot of people are very, very close to each other, and somebody could step on your slipper, then it could come out of, slip out of your foot. So with tawaf, I don't recommend it. But during sa'i, especially going uphill because of the nature of the tiles, they're kind of small. They're like 2 inches by 2 inches. The grooves are kind of a bit large, so that kind of hurts the bottom of your foot. So if you want to wear slippers, the acceptable slippers for men, during ihram, you can wear your shoes, slippers, and walk with them. Same thing with women. You can wear your tennis shoes and do tawaf and sa'i. So, but you do need to walk. And that's why I like to do tawaf and sa'i first, and I shave. At that time, my qurbani is done. So when I walk to do the stoning, I'll be wearing a tennis shoes. I'll be comfortable and it doesn't blister the bottom of my feet. A lot of people have issues, their feet get blistered and they can't walk anymore. So they ask somebody to stone on their behalf. And that's why I understand that the steps we need to go through or you want to go through, but I also can see which is the best way for you not to get blistered feet, so you can stone for all the days of Hajj. um, we discussed about the rooming and the upgrade. I keep getting the question about how much cash, and maybe I'm not supposed to say this, but I'm going to, because to me, your happiness, your satisfaction is more important than me not being honest and in the open. Uh, I'm like right now, I'm trying to book a train ticket. The last trip available is at 2:50 a.m. and the first trip available is 11:30 a.m. That tells me the Hajj companies bought what's between those two timing. So, which is great actually. But let's say your timing was at 6 a.m. or at 5 a.m. You're going to arrive to Mecca at 8. And especially the 5-star hotels, your rooms are not going to be available. So, what are you going to do? You're going to be in the lobby for about 6, 7, 8, 9 hours. And because of that, some people don't want to wait. So, my advice is bring enough cash where you can take a cab back. And also, which is, I believe it's going to be about $200 per person. and also bring enough cash to take you from your hotel in Mecca to Jeddah airport. Yes, it is Rawaf's responsibility to do so, and they do provide it. However, the convenience of it is what we're talking about. 2 years ago, they were asking for 14 hours prior to your departure to report to the Hajj provider, service provider office. I wouldn't do this. I will pay the $150 to get to Jeddah airport, but I'm not going to be wasting, 14 hours before. 14 hours before, if my flight is at 6 a.m., that means I need to be in the service provider's office at 4 p.m. So you're telling me I'm going to be up all night so I can then get to the airport to take a 24-hour flight. No, Habibi. I would sleep till 2, 3 o'clock, and then I'll get up, get a cab to get me to the airport 3 hours prior to my departure, and I will pay for my 10 hours. And that's why I think you should bring, this is my opinion, you should bring enough cash in case you need it to take the taxi cab from Medina Hotel to your hotel in Mecca, and bring enough money to take from your hotel in Mecca to Jeddah airport. Of course, it's going to be hot. They have a lot of nice fresh juice. The brother asked what happens to lunch. So you need to have lunch. So you bring enough money for that. Again, Qurbani. Uh, we need to close Qurbani because we give the head count to the slaughterhouse, how many people we have, so they make sure there is enough, Qurbani available for it to be slaughtered, so they can allocate a certain time slot for us that, hey, from 8 to 8:15, we're done since you only ordered 100 or 120. If let's say we have 400, 500, then we need them to start before that. So it is important if you did not do Qurbani, it's booking the Zelle information. I think Hajj Council has, you can pay by Zelle, Cash App, and PayPal. So you can do so we can submit your name and have a head count.
Salam
Anything?
alaikum, brother.
Alaikum assalam, yes.
I'm sorry to interrupt. I got quick question. When it comes to udhiyah or qurbani, when I did my package, I selected 2 qurbans for me, my mom, and my mom. Would that
Okay.
still count, or how does it
Yes, of
work?
course. No, it counts. The only reason we don't encourage people to do it through Nusuk, which is too late for this year, is because we don't know when, especially for those that follow the fiqh, the Hanafi school of thought, because they like to do it in chronological order. And when we do it for you, we know when they're slaughtering it. So we can tell you, hey, your qurbani is done, your hadi is done. Now you can shave.
But
And
now,
that's
since I
the
did
that's the
that,
only difference.
yeah.
Yes.
Now, since I did that, let's say, what should I do? Should I
Nothing. No,
just
don't. No.
okay?
You don't need to. If you don't follow the fiqh school of thought, then I don't. So I told you what I do. I really don't care when they slaughter, because slaughtering has nothing to do with tahallul, for you to get out of the state of
Yeah.
ihram. You need to stone, shave or cut, or do tawaf and sa'i. If you do 2 out of these 3, you're out of the status. To me, the school of thought I follow. So to me, I can really care less how I paid for my qurbani. But for us, we do know that by 8:30, 9 o'clock, 9:30, maximum 10 o'clock, they text us, hey, your qurbani is done. Then we text everybody, hey, your qurbani is done. The brothers and sisters who follow the Hanafi fiqh, they feel really comfortable that, alhamdulillah, they stoned, now their qurbani is done, they can cut or shave. So it's
Well,
just more of a fiqh issue than you don't need to make another payment. If that's your
I
question, it's you don't.
yes. And I got one
Yeah,
last question for you, man.
sure.
So like now, the rooms that we'll be in, are they going to be all like, let's say I'm going to be in other with other three brothers. Are they going
Okay.
to all be in the same package as I am in, or no?
You know, the packages are so uh, close and similar to one another. Logically speaking, they should be. But let me give you a scenario, right? So let's say program 101.
Yeah,
And
that's where I'm in.
program,
I'm in
yeah, okay.
101.
So let's say in program 101, we have 21 men, okay? So we room 4 by 5, that's 20. I have one extra guy. So
Yeah,
I
you could have.
room you, I put you in a room. Now
Yeah.
101 could be, oh, but you know what? Let's pick 201. 201 is a better example. So 201 and 202 share the same program, same hotel in Medina, which is Pullman Zamzam, same as 101. But 201 and 202, when they head to Mecca before Hajj, they're in two separate hotels. And after Hajj, they're in two separate hotels. So the one person I have, I don't know where he's going. Is he 201? Is he 202? Is he 101 but a different group leader? I have no
No,
idea.
no. Is there's like, like, let's say, and again, I've actually kind of heard, but I didn't. I was driving and I couldn't really understand it. So let's say I'm in 101, correct? So
Okay?
let's say when we in the hotel and we trying to do monastic and everything else, are they going to be like communicating, saying, okay, we're about to go down, let's meet by the receptionist or this or that, or I just don't, I don't know how are we going to be in a group? We communicate through WhatsApp, like saying, okay,
Yes,
everybody needs to
absolutely.
go
That's
down.
why Brother Zubair created all those. I was against it, but then it made sense that we have the 101, 201, 202, and everybody separate so we can send an announcement, like especially the ones that we have. Like for example, in 101, I have 37 people to take care of. That's a bus. I can go to Rawaf. I say, okay, look, I have 37 people. I need you to bring me ziyarah bus at 7 o'clock. I go to one of the shuyukh who's volunteering from the University of Medina, working with Rawaf. I said, Sheikh, I want you to be on this bus at 7 a.m. 37 people are coming down. I'll be with you. I'll arrange everybody and we go. But now let me give you another scenario. Let's say in a Sa'fa, there is only 2 people. I can't get a bus for you. Now I'm under the mercy of another group that have 30 plus people that I need to attach you to them. Now it depends on when that group is going to do ziyarat. But what happened in the past, Rawaf would send a text message to everyone, or in the lobby, they would say there is a ziyarat bus going tomorrow at 7 a.m. If you want to go, they will bring a bus. You can come down and go with the bus. And that's why my advice to everyone, don't always look for your guide. Rawaf has a front desk people available all the time to help answer questions. The reason I'm saying don't just rely on your guide, because somebody last year, for example, they were in one hotel. Okay, they were in Concord, and Concord was full, so they gave him in a hotel in Royal. And people were so mad. Oh, Rawaf is doing this to us. They're changing. No, I'm sorry, it wasn't Rawaf, it was another company. Oh, they are, they're doing this to us. They're not putting it in that hotel. You come right now and take care of it. I'm like, and they called the Ministry of Hajj and they called the police. And I'm like, I tried to convince them. They even called me from the US. Their package was in a 3-star hotel, and they put them in a 5-star hotel. And that's it. I had to leave everything because the police is there, the Ministry of Hajj is there. I need now to resolve a big issue over no issue. I walked about like 600 meters. I go there, I say, brother, leave your bags, come with me. We walked about 400 plus meters west. And when he walked into the lobby, he says, "Oh, brother, please take me to the other hotel." I'm like, "Ya akhi, what's your problem? You need to relax. You need to trust the people who are trying to help you and accept." So the reason I brought this up, if this problem happens, and then you're
Stuff
supposed to
does
go
happen, you know.
on a ziyarat, what would I do? I
Yeah.
can't be in two places at the same time because of that. And that's when we keep stressing on try to be self-independent, try to walk, work through issues that you have and not be 100% dependent on the guide, because something could be coming up, the guide just can't do it. So
Yeah.
Rawaf has desks all the time there. Please be
Well,
proactive,
like
ask them.
it's not the guide, it's the whole system that everybody is able to assist you.
Exactly.
You'll try your best to help everyone, but then there's other resources that we could benefit from.
Allah
Yeah.
yizak al khair wa barik fik. And
So,
that's what we're trying to do, and trying to get used to it, that there is a whole system put up for you. Don't despair, don't feel bad, be relaxed. And the reason I keep reiterating the four things, as long as those four did not happen, and inshallah they won't happen, be cool. It's okay. Again, the intention of getting into ihram for Hajj, being in Arafah, doing tawaf, and doing the sa'i al-ifada. Everything else is remediable, is possible, will be taken care of. No problem. Okay, let's keep
Jazakallah
going.
khair.
Brother
Ameen.
Farid, just to add another point to that,
Yes.
is that the reason, one of the main helpful things behind having these small groups, and you are in that specific group, is that you will help each other. In fact, you will help each other more than the guide itself will help you, because there will be small groups that will decide, we'll go together. We want to do ziyarat, or we want to go to the haram by ourselves while we have this extra time. So you'll end up forming these small groups, and people will share this in the group as well. Let's meet here and let's go together on this one. And that's in within those, there will be experienced people, there will be some new people, and what I found is almost everyone wants to help. Everyone the group wants to help someone else, and that's part of the ajr that they want. So you will see people helping, whether it's with wheelchairs, other stuff. So we are also going to, in that sense, rely on one another in the groups as well.
Assalamu alaikum.
Salam.
Quick question, just to have an idea, and like to be ready mentally. So I understand you have big responsibility. We have too many people, to guide, and just wanna ask you. I know that if we get to Medina, inshallah. So if we don't find anyone from the Rawaf, we can just.
No, you will.
I mean, just in case, I'm talking about the worst of case.
Take a
Something
cab,
happens.
take a cab
Take a
from
cab
Medina Airport, go
and
to a
go
hotel.
to the hotel. My question
Absolutely.
is, please. So the group 201, like for example, we are from group 201. So we're gonna be together in all three hotels, right? As a group.
Yes.
Yes. And for the manasik, so are we gonna do manasik all together or as a
I
group,
don't know. I don't know
or we
which
just?
camp. I don't know which camp you booked.
I
So
have.
when Sister Warda did the roaming,
Okay.
uh, so 201, and Warda, correct me if I make a mistake. Like 201, we know it's Pullman Zamzam, and then it's Ibis, I believe, or
Yes.
Nesma.
Right. It's
Ibis.
able.
It's
Ibis.
Ibis. And then after Hajj, it's Marriott.
Yes.
Okay. So when we did the rooming, Warda, you copied the same rooming, and the three hotels, the rooms stayed the same, correct?
Yes, like according to the request we received. Yes.
Okay,
it's the
but
same.
let's say outside the request, if we put 1, 2, 3 in room 1, then 1, 2, 3, I'm sorry, we put A, B, C, D in room 1, and
Yes.
and Pullman and Ibis, it still be A, B, C, D together. And then when they go to the Marriott, A, B, C, D is still together, right?
They did have an option to mirror the stay, which we did.
Okay, all right. The bad thing about the, I'm just kidding. Go ahead, sister.
So
If you
basically,
didn't like the person who stayed with you
you stuck
in
with it.
Pullman, you're
You stuck
stuck.
with it. It's okay. I mean, we have to be open minded. That's fine. I totally
Okay.
understand. We stuck with each other. We have to deal with each other. That's fine.
Okay, go ahead.
That so for manasik, for example, like my experience. I mean, I have no experience. Hajj, my very first time we did Umrah before my husband and I. I still need to learn a lot about manasik and everything. So should I do it on my own or just are we gonna do it together? Like to go to do my question, we gonna do Umrah together first Umrah, then we gonna go all together. I have to
Okay.
wait for the group to go to the
No,
first
no, you
step,
do not.
or
You do
just
not.
call my
I
husband and like talk to my husband. Let's go.
exact talk.
السلام
Yes.
عليكم.
Salam. Yes.
السؤال باللغة العربية من فضلك.
Okay, I thought he was the husband. طيب أخي
No,
دقيقة لو سمحت.
نعم.
no.
بس أجاوب سؤال الأخت إن شاء الله.
شكرا بارك الله فيك.
No, I am
Salam alaikum.
not.
I got one last question.
No, but let
What?
me answer the
Okay,
sister's
I'm sorry. Go
question,
ahead. Yeah, go
please.
ahead.
It's okay.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I'm not for groups to go together and do tawaf and sa'i because number one, people walk fast, people walk slow, people get lost, people lose their wudu, they want to make a new wudu. People not feeling well, they need to stop and continue some other time. People don't want to do it the moment they arrive. So I'm not a good advocate, or I'm not an advocate for that type of practice. Even though I see a lot of people do it, I don't. I am all in support of you knowing exactly what to do, and you do it on your own. Now, if there is a group of you, 4 or 5 people want to do it together, that's fine. But the reason I like doing it on my own is I can be focusing more on my dua. I can be maybe a little bit more sincere in my dua. Maybe I will cry when I'm alone, but I'm not going to cry when 10 other people are with me or expecting me to make dua and they're behind me repeating it, which is not the sunnah. People walk fast, people walk slow, people want to do this, people want to do that. Because of that, I really a strong supporter of you knowing everything on your own and doing it with your husband or family member or maybe your roommate or something. I'm not in favor of big groups, nor will I ever be. So I encourage you to go learn. Since you've done multiple umrahs on your own, then the Hajj really it is really very simple. 8th Dhul Hijjah, the buses will come to our residence and take us to Mina. In Mina, we pray Dhuhr shortened, Asr shortened, not together. We pray Maghrib 3 rak'ahs. We pray Isha 2 rak'ahs, separate. No, we don't combine prayers. In the camps, we have 3 meals: breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Supposedly, drinks and juices and fruits and coffee and tea is available 24/7 in Mina. Then the form that Rawaf sent, again, that's their business. The sunnah is to go to Mina before Zawal. The sunnah is to leave Mina to Arafah is after Fajr and get there before Zawal. The sunnah is to stay in Arafah till after sunset. The sunnah is to go to Muzdalifah and sleep in Muzdalifah and pray Fajr and then leave, right? The sunnah is to stone after Zawal and before Maghrib. And the sunnah is to stay the 13 days in the camps and leave. This is how the Prophet ﷺ did. However, you gotta remember, there is a huge possibility and play area in between. Okay? So the Ministry of Hajj will give you, for example, everybody needs to leave at this time. La hawla wa la quwwata illa billah. You need to leave at that time. Then I'm sorry, we're only opening the stoning like we talked before. This camp will only leave from 8 to 10. After that, I remember there were years where the government will zip tie the camp doors, and that's unsafe to us. right? I mean, I'm a civil engineer. Safety is priority one to us in our designs. And you can't just zip gates. What if a fire happened? How are people going to escape? And so they would zip the gates and nobody can leave. So if they opened it from 8 a.m. to 10 a.m., guess what's going to happen? We're going to stone from 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. Allah will only ask us for whatever we are doing intentionally. Anything that happens outside our control, you know, I am Inna Allah Ghafurun Rahim. That's it. So because of that, I need everyone to learn things on your own so you're not dependent on anybody else. And if you need to stone on your own, that's why we show the maps, we show locations, we show hotels, we show the jamarat, we show where hotel everything is. So for you to get an idea, not just you hear about it. So you can visually and audio visual, that's how we can retain information, and it's easier for us to implement, inshallah. All you need to remember when you're doing tawaf is do not, and they will not let you in Saudi do it, by the way, near the haram. They make sure that you do tawaf outside the hijr of Ismail, the semicircle that exists. You see this? You cannot do tawaf inside of it. You need to do tawaf from the outside of it. And that's really the only thing you mess up. And I'm glad I brought this image. Let me enlarge it here. Because a lot of people don't know where to start from the black stone. You see, it's a diagonal and not the side of the Kaaba, the edge of the Kaaba sideways like this. And that's where you turn, raise your hand, and you say, Bismillah, Allahu Akbar, or just Allahu Akbar, right? And you make sure where you start, you end. Don't start from here, right? Right here, and you end up your tawaf at number one. You did not finish. Make sure to cross. So your begin point, make sure you have the same end point. After that is not a problem, but before that is a problem, then your tawaf is not complete.
There's a Farid, Assalamu alaikum. There is a
Salam.
green light for the people. You will not be able to see Hajar Aswad, perhaps. There's a green light against the wall of the masjid on the right hand side. So if you look up and you see the green light, that's how you know is the demarcation for the line of
Yeah.
the Hajar Aswad.
And that green light actually is put for people to make tawaf on the second floor. So those that do the second, they need a place to see because they don't see the Kaaba. So when you look, you see that green light on your right. If you are on the first floor, I mean on the bottom, the courtyard of the Haram, you would see it to your right. And that's what I always do. I make sure the corner, I don't see the black stone, but I see the corner of the Kaaba. And I know how to line up my right to my left. So then I turn, raise my hand, I say Allahu Akbar, and I keep moving. طيب. Somebody had the questions. I
السلام
apologize. I
عليكم.
interrupted. عليكم السلام.
أخي عندي سؤال فيما يخص النقل ما بين المدينة المنورة ومكة، هل يكون قطار أو الباص؟ في
قطار
حال
قطار
قطار
98% حسب رواف حيكون بالقطار.
نعم. وفيما يخص إذا كان قطار نمشوا في الباص نعملوا الإحرام وفي أبيار علي ونرجعوا لمحطة القطار هكذا؟
لا 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 لا، وأنت في القطار تقول لبيك اللهم عمرة
تسمى في
متمتعا بها إلى
في
الحج.
في الأوتيل نقوم بلبس الإحرام.
نعم.
هاي أوكي، بارك الله فيك.
تغتسل، تلبس، تصلي ركعتين، ولما تصل الميقات وأنت في القطار تتلفظ بالتلبية، وهم يقولوا هذا الأمر أصلا، يقولوا أعزائنا الركاب نحن على وشك الوصول إلى محطة إلى الميقات خلال 5 دقائق. فيعني يعملوا تنبيهات في القطار. The brother's question was, where do we say لبيك اللهم عمرة or لبيك اللهم حجا if we were taking the train? I said you wash in your hotel room, you put your ihram, you pray the 2 rak'ahs, sunnatul wudu. It has nothing to do with being in the status of ihram or not. And while you are in the train, they will make an announcement to alert you. Basically, it's less than a 5-minute ride from the train station to the miqat, inshallah. So in the train, or you can even say it from your hotel before you leave.
Can make a
I normally don't like to say it in my room because I don't know what happens. We've seen a lot of times things come up and you are delayed in the hotel hours. Now you're already in ihram, you can't take your ihram off, you can't fight with anyone why the bus is late or why I could. It's true, wallahi.
We have a lot of fights
Right,
here.
right? You can't do that. So I normally delay my ihram, even like in Mecca on the 8th of the Hijjah. I don't say, I say labbaik Allahumma hajjan when I am in Mina because you don't know what happens.
Yeah.
And subhanallah, shaitan comes. I
Yes.
remember once in Medina,
Mhm.
uh, the passports, a passport for one brother and one sister were lost. Not lost. In the old days, your passport need to be transferred with you, and they forgot the passports in Mecca. They did not bring them to Medina. So we looked all over the place for them, and we couldn't find them for 3 days.
Ooh.
So the people in charge, Jazahum Allah khair, they took a Polaroid camera at that time, and they brought a sheet of paper to write a permit for you to travel while everybody figures out where the passport is. And this brother was in ihram and he used every bad word you can think of in the English dictionary. And I looked at him, I said, brother, go take your ihram off, don't do Hajj, and enjoy your stay in Medina. And he looked at me, he said, Yaki, what kind of attitude is this? Okay, your passport stayed in Mecca. Big deal. It's not lost. It's in Mecca. We know where it is. Now, for you to go to Medina, you need a permit. I mean, from Medina to Mecca. These people, Jazahum Allah khair, when he cussed his mother and he told me translate. I'm like, you honestly want me to translate to Saudi that you're insulting his mom? I mean, come on. You are in an ihram. Why are you losing your
Hopefully,
temper?
inshallah, we will not see that, Sheikh. But back to my question, same.
Yeah.
You were just talking about. I believe in doing umrah. I like your concept. Like you go on your pace, and other
Don't
person
cook
walks
this.
on your pace. You go for, salah. Some other person might be slow. I do like that concept, and I was intending on the same thing. But when I was speaking about having a structure program, like let's say this is a time we are going the day of Arafah, at least we know that our bus is outside the tent to take us for Arafah. Can we be notified about that situation?
Of course, of
Okay, that
course.
is all I need. And
Yeah,
after going there,
but
I
let's
like
stop.
your program, I like your plan. It's dua, it's zikr, you're on your own pace, I mean, I totally understand that. But my main question is at least to get to the point where we need to go, the train, the bus, will all get the notification who are in the group, not just,
You will, but let me tell you where the bottlenecks are. You do have bottlenecks in this process, and that's where everybody loses it.
okay,
Anytime there is a transportation, anytime for everybody,
okay,
anytime there is transportation from point A to point B
uh-huh,
or B to C, C to D, a lot of issues can come up,
absolutely.
especially for the brothers who are twos and threes and fours and fives, and they are being in hotels away. It is impossible for us to be there, and it gets really hard. Last year, they put us in a bus
Okay,
and they sealed the bus from the hotel to Arafah. I'm sorry, from Mina to Arafah. We got in and then they sealed the bus. You cannot open it. I wanted to pray first before I leave Mina, and they said, no, no time. You gotta get on the bus right now. So we got on the bus, and they will not open the door in Arafah.
really.
It was like, wallahi, when we prayed Fajr, maybe it was like 4 minutes before sunrise.
So in that
And
situation, would you advise, Sheikh?
nothing advice, you just be quiet. Labbaik Allahumma labbaik, labbaik la
No
sharika lak. You are in Arafah. What do you want to do?
that is
Yell,
true.
fight,
Assalamu
raise
alaikum.
hell? There is
So
nothing
my
you can
my
do.
my main point here is like I understand if we miss our bus, not a big deal. Things happen. It's
No, you
millions of
can't miss your
people.
bus. You miss your bus where?
Let's say like from tent of Mina to Arafah. Let's say, like
بنت
you said,
تفضل
couple
يعني
people are left by
لا لا
themselves
تشوفيني
and they miss the
يعني
bus. Will they be like coming on a different bus, or will they be having
Yes. No,
I
no.
mean,
They will
that's
make
the
sure
important
you're
point.
there. No, no. Look, there is no one left behind.
Okay, that's all my point was. If you take care of that, rest is wallahi easy. Alhamdulillah.
Yeah, yeah. There is no
Assalamu
one.
alaikum,
No
brother.
one is left. Alaikum
Assalamu
Because the
assalam.
alaikum.
main thing is
I'll
us
be
going to Arafah. Main thing is getting to Muzdalifah. Main thing is doing Jamarat. After
It's
that,
the no one will be left. The question is when. And also leaving, let's say, Arafah to Muzdalifah. It could be a wait of from sunset till 2 a.m. I've seen people that make it to Arafah to Muzdalifah at 3 a.m., 2 a.m., 1 a.m. You hardly have enough time to rest, but there is nothing you can do.
no,
The
no, no, no.
camp has 6,000 people, and
Exactly,
there is 10
exactly.
buses that you need to take.
As
I don't
long
know
as you
when
have the
exactly.
bus, which will
Yeah.
take you, even if it is late, that's all matters.
Yes.
That is not in our control. Timings. Timing is from
Exactly.
Allah. When you go there, we are the amanat of Allah.
Alhamdulillah. Yeah, brother,
Assalamu
go
alaikum,
ahead.
brother.
Alaikum assalam. Yes.
Brother, my package is RAF 306. I don't say Hajj Khalil Farid Khalil. Hajj Council of North America here is 306 RAF. So what can I do?
Warda, can you please check from the sheet we have? Brother, what's your name?
My name is Atikul Islam.
Can you type that for us in the chat, please, so Sister Warda can look for you properly? I
Where,
think, yeah.
where,
We did
where is the
have
chat?
Atik is ATIK.
ATIQUL Atikul Islam.
Why make it so difficult, Yahi? I'm just kidding. It's fine. Warda. Type. She will check it. Program 306. Do you have anyone in 306, Warda? We shouldn't have that many. Type. While we're looking, anybody else has any other questions before?
I'm looking into it.
Muhammad Ibrahim. Assalamu alaikum, Sheikhna.
Salam. حياك الله يا أخي.
And I've been hearing most the conversation about everything else, about the issues, what could happen, this whole thing's like, to be honest with you, it's making
You
me adding
nervous?
more, like making me more nervous about doing the
Why?
monastic the right way. It's like what I'm understanding. Basically, I gotta study every little step of the way to do the Hajj. And sometimes, we're humans. I could make mistakes. I'm nervous about not doing the right thing. And
Okay.
during that, you know what I mean? Like, we're not gonna have not even one guide like tell us like, you need to do this, you need to do
Okay.
that. You know what I mean? Or we're gonna do this together, or
Okay. Give me 1 second, please. Atiq al-Islam, you are in the group. You are leaving from YYZ, Canada, Dubai, Medina, Jeddah, Dubai, YYZ. And you arrived on the 20th to Medina till the 23rd, the Mecca, Novotel. No, you're fine, Atiq. Which program, Akhi, are you in? Uh,
I'm 201.
you shouldn't worry about it. 201, we will definitely take good care of you. There is 64 people in 201, 202. Brother Tawab will be with you, inshallah, in either Pullman Zamzam. It's going to be either him or me. And Tawab, both hotels, 201 and 202, are across the street from each other. Ebis and I believe Nesma, they are like 5 minutes away. So it doesn't matter where they put one of us in, we can be attached. We can easily check on the other one. And after Hajj, one of you in Tilal, the other one is in Marriott. So you're also in the haram vicinity, so it's easy to manage. And during
Yeah.
Hajj, we'll be together. I don't know why you would be nervous.
I'm not, nervous. I've done Umrah
One,
before, and to be honest with you, I'm not worried about getting lost or any of that. I could figure that out by
طيب.
myself. It's like the only thing I worry about, doing the manasik step by step. That's the whole thing. That's what I need, basically. I could make a
one,
mistake. I'm not, that's what I'm worried about more
We
than
are going to
anything.
send you a guide. Like, for example, this is Hajj step by step. And that's why I took the time in answering the sister's question when I said on the 8th, the buses will come take us from the hotel to Mina. And then on the 9th, we sleep in Mina on the 8th. The 9th, we go to Arafah after Fajr. And then on Arafah, we leave after sunset, we go to Muzdalifah. And then we sleep in Muzdalifah after Fajr Salah. We go back to Mina. We stone, we shave, we cut, we slaughtered, we do tawaf and sa'i. We get back
Okay.
to Mina. We sleep the 10th. We wake up the 11th. After Zawal, we stone, we come back. We stay in
Okay.
Mina on the 12th. After Zawal, we go stone and come back. People
Okay.
leave on the 12th and people stay till the 13th as well.
Okay.
And so really it's not yani, and again remember what will
About
make you nervous,
Adaya, what are you supposed to do? Like, in
you
between, like,
make your
not.
own dua. You may need something I don't, and vice versa.
Oh.
But there are
So there's no,
du'as
like,
that are
set.
available. No, no. The only dua that is narrated during tawaf, well, actually in tawaf, only one dua that was narrated from the Prophet ﷺ between the Yemeni corner and the black stone, which is ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة
الآخرة
حسنة
حسنة
وقنا
وقنا
عذاب
عذاب
النار.
النار.
And that's one dua. And the Safa and Marwa. And if you don't need to say that dua, you don't have to say that dua. It's the sunnah of the Prophet ﷺ to do that. But if you don't want to do that dua and you want to do whatever you want to do, it's no problem. But the closer to the
Inshallah.
sunnah you are, the better reward you get because you are following the
Inshallah.
sunnah of the Prophet ﷺ.
Inshallah.
But there is absolutely nothing that if you don't say a dua in Mina, Arafah, or Muzdalifah,
Yeah.
that will invalidate your Hajj.
Inshallah. I'm the one who went to Jordan, Muhammad Ibrahim.
Yaak Allah.
I'm by
one,
myself, to be honest with you, and that's why I'm
one
so
comment.
nervous. Like,
If I can
Yes.
make one comment, Jazakallah khair for your.
Salam alaikum. So one of the points of
Tawab
mentioning these things when you
Kanoyan.
prepare.
Tawab.
Yeah. Yes.
Tawab
It's me.
Noyan
Yeah.
was saying something.
Sorry.
Oh,
Yeah,
go
I
ahead,
was.
Noya.
If you can go back, sorry, if you can go back to that one slide where you're showing the steps for the 5 days of the Hajj. So, brother, just so you're aware, one, these are all the days we're all going to be together, anyways, from Mina, and so that's one thing to help you calm your fears. But y- you know, Sheikh Farid is giving a lot of information, but on every day you keep getting refreshed for what's going to happen the next day. And so you're not going to have
inshallah.
to worry about the entire 2 weeks now in these tutorials. It's good to know it, but every day you'll have a chance to get refreshed with the team, with the guides, with the other roommates.
And
So,
Rawaf won't leave you guys alone. They will make sure to
Inshallah.
text you instructions
Inshallah.
as well, inshallah.
so we
Inshallah,
are
I'm
together.
having, like, a couple of lessons with my sheikh over here in Palestine to teach us all about the whole thing. But still, like I said, you're a human.
May
So
Allah make things easy.
when we're in Mina, we'll all be discussing about what we're doing in Arafah and
Inshallah.
Muzdalifah. So
Inshallah.
every day you'll get a refresh for the next couple days. So
Inshallah. Jazakallah
relax.
khair.
There'll be a
Brother,
lot
one
of people.
important question is regarding people going.
That's Pasha. Ask Pasha. He will give a hadiyah.
This one.
You bring it for yeah, that's right. That's right.
Even if his stitch is okay?
That's okay. Because
Because
your
it's open
main,
from here.
your main is open.
And here
Your
is going to
finger-
go below the
Yeah.
ankle.
Thank you.
And the Hello.
Assalamu alaikum. I'm not sure where Farid went. Is he still here?
Salam alaikum. I'll just mention one point while we're waiting for Farid. Again, regarding what we and Farid specifically is trying to do. Maybe it looks like he's trying to scare you, but I think what we all need to be aware is that it's not the manasik that's difficult. The arkan are very few. There's some wajibat, and it's easy. And the step by step are going to be there. What the big preparation that people are not expecting is usually the patience that's required because of the test that will come along. Things will be late. Things won't go as we want. We'll be tired. We'll be sleepless. It's easy to talk about it, but when you're actually there, it's a different story. So the idea is having that mental picture that there will be tests along the way. And when you face those tests with a smile, knowing it's the decree of Allah, Allah give you that test, and maybe it's that through that test that your Hajj becomes more valuable, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala forgives you, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala eases something else for you. So just be ready. That's what we're trying to tell you. The most important thing is it's a journey where patience is required, and you will be tested because it is that act of worship where you're already spending so much money, so much energy, so much effort, and you're going to go there and you're going to get physically exhausted and mentally exhausted only for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And that itself is a very beautiful thing. Be ready for that and accept that. And any difficulty that comes, know that that with that patience, you're only going to get more reward. So I think that's the biggest lesson. The
Neutral.
arkan and the wajibat are easy,
Yeah.
inshallah.
Jazakallah khair, Tawab.
One question.
طيب.
The people
Yes.
living from United States with the iPhones, this and that, and the WhatsApp will be mostly through Wi-Fi. So do you recommend anything? Call our cell phone companies, make sure the data roaming, whatever, or is there anything? Last time I went there, my Wi-Fi was, my WhatsApp was not working unless I was in the hotel or something. When I was outside, it was not working.
Well, I mean, even here in the US, when you go outside, there is no Wi-Fi. We are on 5G networks. So, however, I believe in the camps last year, Tawab, we had internet, right?
I mean, the 5G internet should all be working as long as you have data on your plan.
All right.
WhatsApp phone calling is not working in Middle East, so don't expect to make any phone calls on WhatsApp.
All right.
Or
But
any.
if you are with T-Mobile,
Yeah.
T-Mobile, I think I pay them $15 a month, and I take their international plan.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's free texting. If you're connecting to a Wi-Fi, so free Wi-Fi calling, and also the international plan I get from them, they will give me like 20 cents a minute when I want to call home. But normally, if you have FaceTime,
Yeah.
FaceTime is you call for free. It's not a call.
Okay.
And I always use FaceTime when I contact my family. Or you can use Google Meet, and all those they work without having Wi-Fi services, and you will not be charged for the calls.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. طيب.
Assalamualaikum, brother. I have one
So-
question to the
yes.
about the SIM. The SIM will be provided to us. Can we add this to our iPhone as an eSIM or?
I'm not sure.
And-
Wallahi, I don't think so.
Well,
because we have we don't have any physical option on the iPhone right now. So
yeah, the eSIMs are available here in the Gulf.
the SIM will be provided from Rawaf, right?
Well,
Or
they
Nusuk,
said a SIM
whatever.
card, and they said 6 something.
Is there
Let
any
me
option to use
give
as
me
a
one second.
eSIM?
There will be kiosks and booths all over Mecca and Medina. If you need to get another SIM or another data plan, there will be plentiful amounts of.
I understand,
Saudi
but we won't have that much time. So some just
Yeah, you
saying
do,
if
Akhi.
There's
You
a
do.
lot of time. There is plenty
Yeah,
of
you
time.
do.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know how? Because the moment you arrive to the airport in Medina, you have some wait.
Assalamu alaikum.
And the wait is
Alaikum
alaikum
assalam.
assalam. And while you're waiting for you, while you're waiting to be bussed, you can easily go to the counter of Mobily or STC, and you can get your SIM card. Even the one that Rawaf is providing, the SIM card, it's very small storage, probably a few phone calls, and you're gonna miss the data. Now you need to get more. So, but I already texted them if it's eSIM or not.
Okay.
And inshallah, they'll
Thank
respond
you.
while we are on the lecture and we would respond back. Anybody else
Uh,
has any
I have
questions?
another question
Salam alaikum.
from. I have another question from Medina to Makkah. So we'll get a train, right? Transportation.
According to Rawaf, 98% will be going by train.
All right.
I
Alhamdulillah.
don't know what
Thank
they
you.
mean by the 2%. Yes, alaikum assalam.
أخي عندي سؤال يعني
تفضل.
أنا ما عنديش رقم سعودية ممكن كيف نتواصل معك يعني
على الرقم الأمريكي يا حبيبي، كلنا ما عندنا رقم سعودي.
أوكي خلاص إن شاء الله مشكور يا أخي.
حياك. The question
الله
was he
يحييك.
doesn't have a Saudi number. He only have US. And I said all of us have US numbers. All of us will communicate together, inshallah.
Okay, شكرا.
حياك الله.
Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalam.
A quick question. Did somebody say that WhatsApp does not work in Saudi Arabia?
WhatsApp calling does not work in Saudi. WhatsApp texting does work.
Jazakallah khair.
Right, so no calls, please, on WhatsApp in Saudi.
Salam
طيب,
alaikum.
yes.
Yes, quick question. Going to doing the Umrah when we first get there, going back to the hotel, are we gonna? I know we're gonna get lost because it's kind of far from where Haram is. So, and transportation will be short
You're gonna get lost in which way?
to get back to the hotel after Umrah.
Wallahi, Habibi, look, you know the name of the hotel?
Yes.
The maps work.
Yes.
You drop a pin on your location in Mina, so you
Yes.
don't get lost, and so you know where you always are, and you can map your hotel, and you will not get lost. And what you guys can do is a bunch of friends together. You can share live, but that's gonna exhaust your battery. But you can always find out where everybody is.
Barakallah.
So alhamdulillah, I always drop a pin at my camp location, and then I map my hotel, I route it, and it's not a problem. Alhamdulillah. Nowadays, nobody gets lost.
Yeah. Barakallah.
Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum. Quick question.
طيب, but I really would like to take the hands that are up. Their brother Sameh, brother Dalim, sister Hadil, Sobia. If you have a question, please raise your hand so we can
This
go
is
in
on
order.
behalf of Sobia. This is on
Okay.
behalf. A quick question. So, like you said, that if somebody's lost and they drop a pin and then they're following Google Maps to navigate, I mean, with so many millions of people around us, is it possible for like somebody running into each other and then we just lose our phone drops and then we lose the phone? Is it possible to hold the phone in our hand as we do here and follow Google Maps all the way to our destination? Is it safe to walk and look at the phone and hold the phone while we're walking?
Yeah, of course.
Very safe.
I mean,
everyone will have their phone in their hand doing the same thing you are.
Okay. Jazakallah khair.
Everyone is calling their family. Everyone is on maps. Everyone is sharing photos. Yeah.
طيب, Samih.
One more last question, brother. Sorry. My brother is also coming on Hajj, but he's on a different package. He is with Yusra Al Misr, the last one which was opened for the last phase. He got into it because he was not able to get into others. So I have another Mehram, which is my brother. He's going to be in a totally different camp, totally different tent. Is there any way when we are on the Mina, either am I allowed to go there or is he allowed to come to my tent where I am?
You can. Well, some camps won't let other people from other groups go in. But if you see this picture here, this is how the seats are, and everyone is allocated to a Haji. So no extra people can go in. But they don't allow people to get in for security reasons again. And in the past, people will go into the camps and steal stuff from them.
Okay.
Because of that, they're very peculiar about who enters and who exits. Only people with Rawaf IDs and bracelets can go into Rawaf camp and vice versa.
So, but
And
with
there
me,
won't be any men in the women's tent, also, sister.
okay. And one more request I have, I totally get lost, and especially Mina tents, and it's like everything looks similar. I really want my tent to be closer to my husband's tent. That way, we are right opposite to each other. Because if I go out, I don't know which place I went in and which place I'm coming back. I am like totally, get lost kind of a thing.
And I want $1 million.
May Allah accept your wish, Sheikh.
I
It will
I
happen.
mean,
Kun fayakun.
I don't know where the camps are going to be. There is nothing I can do. It's not in my control. A day before we go to camps, Rawaf will bring a map and say, that's where your hajjis are going to be. And that's it. But normally,
Okay.
they have a square,
Okay.
and all that square belongs to Rawaf.
Okay.
And our tents maybe 10, 15 seconds, 20 seconds from
That
each
works.
other.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
works. So I don't get
Yeah.
lost, and I don't. Thank you, brother.
Yeah.
Jazakallah, and may Allah make it easy on everyone.
And I mean, yeah. And if you just want to be away and say, I got lost, okay, we play with you, sister. No problem.
Inshallah, inshallah.
السلام
Okay.
عليكم أخي.
You can send up now.
Yeah, this is Hadiel.
حياك الله أختي.
Yeah, I want to ask you that we are gonna reach Mecca on 21st of May, and there is like still 5 days till the first day of Hajj, Yom Tarwiyah. So what shall we do during these days?
Pray, make dua, read Quran, and be nice to everybody.
Can we do another Umrah for like my dead father, for example?
I was asked this question 3 days ago, and I called 2 PhDs in Mecca to answer this.
Okay.
Now, they both said that we should not interrupt our Hajj intentions with anything else.
Yes.
That means you do your لبيك اللهم عمرة متمتعة بها إلى الحج. You do your Umrah, you do your Hajj, and once you're done with your Hajj, then you do Umrah for somebody else.
So it's better not to do Umrah for
Yes.
my father. If I want to do it, so after Hajj.
Yes. And what I tell everybody, there is a website called dayfana.com, DYFANA, Dayfana. There is a Umrah Badal Services, a proxy by Umrah. It's a Saudi organization that they have experienced people that do Umrah on behalf of other people. So you can sign up, and they will do it on behalf of your father if you are not able to do it. Again, the website is Dayfana, DYFANA. They do provide that kind of service.
Jazakallah kul khair. Thank you.
وياك. حياك الله. سامح.
السلام عليكم.
كم الساعة؟
Not a difficult question, just a quick question. Because, sometimes when you in Hajj, or when you something.
We cannot hear you quite well, Samh. Either you're on a speaker. Right, Samh. I see still the hand of Muna, Habib, and Sodi. Okay.
I'm sorry, brother. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, very well.
Okay. My question is: sometimes in the TV you see some people with group like with special flags, which is described this group. Are we going to see something like this?
Where on TV you see that? Doing what?
Like.
We lost you.
Yeah. So sometimes I see some people with some flags,
I know, but where? You in the Haram?
In the Hajj, somewhere in the Hajj, I don't know.
Okay. Now, what happens is when we leave where there is walking, like last year, I was in Majar al Kapsh and we had to do a lot of walking to get to the train station and from the train station back to the camps. So there were guides with Rawaf banners for us to follow so we don't get lost. I'm not sure, Tawab, did you guys have something similar to that in Al Maisin camps? Tawab?
Yeah, نعم. عفواً. Go ahead.
You had flags that were directing you in Al Maisim camps last year
No, there
from
was no
Rawaf?
flags. No flags. And basically, any of those, like if you're talking about going to Jamarat, for example,
Yes, yes.
what we did is that the groups themselves, and we shared this online on our WhatsApp group. Hey, this group wants to go at this time, so we'd say, okay, if you want to go, just meet outside of the camp. We'd meet outside, 5, 6 people, and you'd go. And then some people went on their own. And that after you, it may sound scary because first time, but it's a really nice and clear path. And nowadays we have our phones and stuff as well. So you just follow that along. You do the Jamarat and you come back. But yes, if you can go, maybe with say 3 or 4 people, that's ideal. You don't really want to go in a bigger group, anyways, in general. But there was no organized one group because there's so many people cannot go all at the same time. And then as soon as you get to the group to be a little bit bigger, there's a lot of logistic issues where you can lose people, slow
Yeah.
down, other things.
Again, the reason this is hard, like I mentioned and I showed on the map, the hotels are scattered all over the place. Some people may stone. Like in the old days, I used to recommend for people to go stone and come back to the camp because we were able to get special permit to have smaller buses in, like for 20 passengers, where I'll get these buses inside the camp, or I have the Hajjis walk 10 minutes, 15 minutes outside the camp over to a bridge. And then the buses will take them to the haram to do tawaf and sa'i, take them back to the buildings or the hotels. They shower, they change, we give them nice meal, and then we drop them closer to Mina. That was in the old days. Nowadays, it's hard to, and even with that, when we were giving that strong instructions, people still will stone and decide to go walk to the haram on their own and split from the group. And now, because the hotels are so scattered, you don't know what people want to do. Again, it's a lot of people get sick, a lot of people get tired, a lot of people get blisters. So you will find, I mean, if you have 100 people, you probably have at least 30 different or 40 different schedules running at a different time. So it's really hard to organize something like this. But I don't believe Rawaf, maybe we can suggest this to them, that they give banners to the guides. But the reason also it's not a good idea if the ministry says, okay, Rawaf, you're not supposed to go before Zawal. I mean, till after Zawal, you need to go before Zawal. And then we hold the Rawaf flag and we go after Zawal, violating the ministry's orders. Then Rawaf can be penalized for making such a violation. So we also learned in the previous days, because the ministry puts restrictions for us not to show flags, and Hajjis are walking. And they don't know which company they belong to, so there are no penalties was being done. So it's really a lot of things that make sense to do, but they're not done because of more severe reasons why they're not done. But to answer your question, probably not. And also, it depends which camps you're in. If you are in Al Kapsh, you really don't need it when you go stone and you come back. But you need it when you go from Mina to Arafah, Arafah to Muzdalifah. And this year, when I asked, they said we definitely have it. Right. Anything else?
عليكم brother. السلام عليكم.
Salam.
Uh,
brother, yeah, for a long time I'm raising my hand. But anyway, Jazakum Allah khair. But I want to ask about fidya.
Okay.
Hadi. Do I have to do it? Or if I want to make udhiyah at home, I
No,
don't
you
have to
can't.
do it in Mecca?
No, you can't. It
I can't.
has to be. It has to be in Mecca.
Oh, in Mecca. Okay.
Yes.
And I can go to Nusuk, do it?
You can go to Nusuk, do it, or you go and pay,
Yeah. Okay.
or you can just send the money through Zelle, PayPal, or Cash App through Hajj Council, and we will take care of that for you.
I see.
And that way it will get done on the morning of Eid. It will get done earlier. And just a point, we want to be clear that udhiyah and qurbani are two different things, okay? This udhiyah that we are doing, it's for every hujjaj, every person doing hajj. The qurbani that you would do at home if you didn't do a hajj, that's one qurbani for the head of the household. That's sufficient for the entire family. But that's different than people going to Hajj, where you are doing one udhiyah per every person doing Hajj.
Actually, let's be a little bit more precise on the language.
Okay.
Al-Hadi is what's narrated in the Quran is for Hajj. It's called
Yes,
Hadi.
yes. Correct.
And Udhiyah in Arabic is when, if I don't do Hajj and I need to slaughter one lamb for my household, which from the first of the Hijjah till the day of the slaughtering, and this Udhiyah doesn't need to be in Mecca. This Udhiyah can be in my hometown, because the sunnah is to eat a third, right? Give a third to friends and, and then give a third to the poor and needy. So third, and third. This is what the udhiyah is. But because of the calamities and disasters that are having all over the Muslim world these days, a lot of people prefer to do the udhiyah somewhere in other countries. Pay the money and let somebody else need it. Alhamdulillah. But for Hajj, it's called Hadi, and it must be حتى يبلغ الهدي محله. When the Hadi will reach its place, which is in Mecca, to be slaughtered in Mecca and be given and distributed in Mecca as well. So Hadi cannot be done outside Mecca. Warda, can you put in the chat or in the group again, brother, which package are you in? The one who asked for the Hadi. بأي باقة أنت؟
202. 202.
202.
Yeah,
طيب,
you want us? Yeah, I'm using my phone.
You want us to post again the link for payment for the Hadi, for the Qurbani?
Yeah, that's fine.
Warda, please do that. طيب.
الله
وياك. طيب, so let's just real quick. We talked about Hajj, and I'm not going to go through the 3 types of Hajj in details, but it's Ifrad, Qiran, and Tamattu. Ifrad, when you just do Hajj alone and you don't need to have a sacrifice. Qiran and Tamattu do require for you to have a sacrifice, a Qurbani, a Hadi. And most of the people in the US will do Tamattu. But let's say on the 7th Dhul Hijjah, you decided before you get into Ihram, leaving Medina, you're sick, you're tired, you don't think you can do Umrah on the 7th and get out of Ihram and get back into Ihram on the 8th, right? You say, you know what, I'm going to do Qiran, because you're not going to have time to do Tamattu. So a lot of people, what they do here from the US, we all do Tamattu. Now, of course, for Ihram, there are Sunan. And if you don't do it, again, there is no punishment for it. But the closer we are to the Sunnah of the Prophet ﷺ, the better the reward it is. So the Sunnah is to shower, put your, atar on, put your ihram on, pray 2 rak'ahs, right? And then you get in a state of ihram from the miqat. And then when you get to Mecca, there are also etiquettes for doing that, stepping with your right foot, making dua, seeing the Kaaba, making dua. Then you start with your tawaf. Of course, your first tawaf, tawaf al-qudum, your right shoulder need to be exposed, okay? And then normally people, the first 3 rounds, they the Sahaba did it, but the reason the Sahaba did it is to show strength to the kuffar of Quraysh that we are strong, we're healthy, we're not tired out of all this journey. So beware, you can't mess with us because there was a concern the kuffar of Quraysh can come to harm the Sahaba when they're performing their Hajj. But now, this is the sunnah of doing it, but now the haram is so, mashallah, crowded with people, it's hard for us to do the sunnah. So you walk the 7 times. After you're done, you pray 2 rak'ahs behind Maqam Ibrahim, but it is so busy packed. There is no way for you to pray behind the maqam. So the best, and this is the maqam, right? So the best way to do is to walk as far away from the maqam as possible and pray 2 rak'ahs. Okay? And even that, people are gonna step on you, women are gonna pass through you, and a woman passing, it will invalidate the salah, but there is no way for you to do it. It's kind of hard. uh, so after you're done with the 2 rak'ahs, actually you drink from Zamzam water, then you go towards As-Sa'i, you go to Safa first, there is a dua, we will send you the dua, and then you go from Safa to Marwa, you stand on Marwa, face the Kaaba, make the same dua again, and in between the 2 green lights right here, men need to kind of semi jog, or walk fast, because that's what Hajar radiallahu alayhi salam did. She walked fast between in that area. Only men, not women. If you are with your spouse or your mahram, once you're done at walking fast or jogging, you can just start walking slow so your partner will catch up with you, and so you can guys go all the way back to Al Marwa and so forth and so on. So going is 1, coming back is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. You exit from Al Marwa door. Do not let the people at that door catch you to cut your hair bits and pieces. You need to really, for Umrah, you need to cut your hair. You get it trimmed from all over. Okay. We're not going to touch the miqat. If you are arriving to Medina first, no state of ihram, you do your ihram in Medina. If you are arriving to Jeddah first, then you need to make niyyah for ihram at least, I would say, 30 minutes or an hour on the plane. You say, لبيك اللهم عمرة متمتعا بها إلى الحج. Once you make the talbiyah, of course, you have to have your ihram clothing on if your program is Mecca first. So your ihram can be from Dubai, from Istanbul. You put your ihram clothing on because it's difficult to put it on the plane. I avoid putting it in the bathroom because it's tight. It might be unclean. I want to make sure my ihram is clean. I'm very OCD about that. So I prefer to wear my ihram in my connecting Amman, Istanbul, Dubai, Doha, Masr, Qahira, or wherever I'm at, but I will not put it on the plane. Now, the beauty about Saudi Airlines, I hope the plane is still the same. In the back, they have the small musalla, which will allow you, people will block it, nobody can go in. One person at a time, they go and put their ihram on, and then they do that on Saudi Airlines. That was very nice of them. So there are prohibitions of ihram, and we will also send you that: clipping nails, trimming hair, perfume. According to the Prophet ﷺ, that the niqabi sister does not wear niqab or gloves. However, I've seen people saying what she cannot do is the one that is tight around the head, but they can bring a piece of like fabric where they can still see through, and they can put it over their head, and that is acceptable. So hunting, of course, is not acceptable. Wearing stitched clothing doesn't mean anything with stitches in it, but what it means, anything that is designed to fit the body. That's what's not allowed. And also, men cannot cover their head during ihram. That means you cannot wear a hat or a cap or put something that is directly attached to your head, but you can hold an umbrella. Okay? So we did talk about
I have a
this.
question.
Yes.
I'm sorry. Can we use neck fan? Fan
Make
this
what?
neck fan.
Yeah, sure, you can use a neck fan. No problem. You cannot
Okay.
cover your head exactly as the photo show, like a head cap or a baseball cap or a hat for men. Cannot for
Okay.
women,
All right. Thank
you
you.
know. And also your shoes need to be proper shoes. Okay? We talked
Okay. Thank
about
you.
when you arrive how you need to do Umrah, right? And we will send details for that. After Umrah is done, whether you are getting to Mecca on the 4th Dhul Hijjah or the 7th Dhul Hijjah, once your Umrah is done and you cut or shave your hair, you take your ihram off, you shower, you put perfume on, no problem. 8th of Dhul Hijjah is the day when Hajj starts. You repeat the same thing you did for Umrah. You take a shower, you put your ihram on, you pray 2 rak'ahs, and then you say, Labbaik Allahumma Hajjan. Right? So 8th Dhul Hijjah, the buses will come take us to Mina. We stay in Mina all day. We pray Dhuhr shortened, Asr shortened, not combined. Then we pray Maghrib, and then we pray Isha when the time comes, 2 rak'ahs only. We sleep in Mina, and we showed the camps how they look like. This is in Mina. And then on 9th Dhul Hijjah, after Fajr, I'm talking about this Sunnah. I don't know what's going to happen. They might force us to leave to Arafah at night, the 9th at night. So we got, I mean, 8th at night. We got no choice. We need to follow orders. And when we reach to Arafah, this is how the tents are prepped in Arafah for the Majar al-Kabsh. I'm sorry, for al-Maisim. For Majar al-Kabsh, the Majar al-Kabsh, they're designed similar way, but without the wall that separates in Arafah. So in Arafah, the camps follow similar design for Mina. Uh, in Arafah, they have sleeping bags for Maisim, but almost similar design for Majar al-Kabsh, but they have sleep sofas like in Mina. And once we leave Mina, I mean Arafah, after sunset, we go to Muzdalifah, and in Muzdalifah, it is like that. You need your sleeping bag. That's why I say you need your sleeping bag, because basically it's a pavement. A lot of the sections is just gravel, and there are a lot of pebbles, and there are a lot of dirt. I mean, by dirt is like, just sand and soil and dry, of course, unless it rains that day. So we do need our sleeping bags where we can sleep. So after we leave Arafah, we go to Muzdalifah, and then we leave Muzdalifah after Fajr prayer on the 10th, and we go do our Hajj rituals. We will see if we can do a PDF for this presentation, and we will send it to you. And just like Brother Noyan Jazallah Khair mentioned, we're not going to be disconnected from each other. The groups are there. We will daily give instructions. Rawaf will daily give instructions. There is a lot of guides floating around from Rawaf that are coming from overseas like us. And there are a lot of guides from Rawaf itself, the company in Saudi. So there will be ample help, inshallah. There will be ample instructions. Do not feel that, oh my God, my Hajj is not going to be complete. And again, the four most important things in Hajj will definitely be met, inshallah, which is saying the talbiyah, the intention of getting into the Hajj rituals, the standing in Arafah. According to the scholars, even if you stand in Arafah 15 minutes before sunset, that will suffice. So a lot of people are, oh my God, I must be in Arafah. I don't want to miss the speech in Arafah. It is okay. What matters is you make it at least 15 minutes before sunset, al-wuquf bi-Arafah, standing in Arafah. So if that happens, your Hajj is clean. And then the next day, which is we're going to be doing the tawaf and sa'i the 10th, 11th, or 12th before you leave. Some people delay their tawaf and sa'i, and they combine it with their farewell tawaf. So they do one tawaf with the intention of both, and then they do the sa'i and then they leave. So delaying your tawaf and sa'i not to be on the 10th of the Hijjah is not a problem. You didn't do tawaf on the 10th, you do in the 11th. Even if you don't do tawaf on the 10th, if you stone and shave or cut, you can be out of ihram. It's not a problem. You can go take a shower, put your clothes on, put perfume, oil, and then you can stone on the 11th, you can stone on the 12th. And if you decided to leave the camps on the 12th and your hotel is near the haram, you can go do your tawaf and sa'i on the 12th. Or if you leave the camps on the 13th and you need to leave Saudi on the 14th of the Hijjah, you can do your farewell tawaf and your tawaf al-ifada together at the same time. Then you do your sa'i and salam alaikum. So there is a big area or for you to enjoy Hajj, not to be stressed about Hajj and not to be worried about Hajj. Alhamdulillah, I don't want to say Sharia. The Sharia allow us to, have a big wiggling room for us to perform our rituals and enjoy instead of being stressed over, oh my God, am I gonna miss it? Oh my God, what's gonna happen? My Hajj is ruined, and lose your temper, and then your Hajj is ruined. We will do our best, inshallah, to PDF this presentation. This is for the sisters to cut hair. And the brothers, you get a trim, not one part, just like you're shortening your hair. And if you shaved it for Umrah and you want to shave again for Hajj, you just ask the barber to run the blade all over your head as if he's shaving it, even though you don't have much hair. But that's how you will be doing it, inshallah. Taib, anybody
Inshallah.
has any questions before we will talk about the
Mhm.
stoning, where to collect the stone, and what to say when you stone, and we will talk about all that, inshallah.
Muhammad Ibrahim, just one quick question. You're gonna do a PDF for this one in English, right?
Inshallah. Yes.
Inshallah. Is there like an Arabic version of that? I mean,
We
or
will send you, sadly, there isn't, but we will send you something in Arabic as well, inshallah. But like I
thanks.
said, Rawaf in their global tree, they have Arabic videos and
Inshallah.
Arabic
Inshallah.
lectures. Please go. يعني روح واحضر أخي الفاضل على أساس
Inshallah.
برضه أنت تتعلم. حياك الله، الله يبارك فيك.
Inshallah. أنا باخذ إن شاء الله درسين كمان الإمام هون.
ممتاز.
يلا إن
Assalamu
شاء الله.
alaikum. Assalamu alaikum.
السلام.
Quick question. So, in the camps in Mina and Arafah, inside for Awaf 101, are the air conditioner running very cold air? Is it very cold inside because it's going to be very hot outside? Is it very cold inside the for Awaf 101 Mina and Arafah camps?
Define very cold.
I would say that
I know.
the ACs will all be running at anywhere from 16 to 20, but it'll be so hot during the day that people there'll also be a fan and air conditioning running, but it will be so hot during the day you may not feel it, so people are sprinkling water on themselves and letting the fan cool them. Then after Asr, it's going to be extremely cold. So once the sun drops over the roof of the tents, then people will start feeling cold because then the AC actually feel the effect of the AC working. But the ACs are running the entire time. You just may not feel the effect of it during the heat of the day.
Thank you. Assalamu alaikum. Just quick, another question. Going back to the cash question, I know it depends on the person, but bare minimum, like you said, that it's a good idea to catch a cab from Jeddah to the from Mecca to the Jeddah airport to save time and pay
I would say
$150.
$500 is plenty,
Okay.
inshallah.
That includes all the cabs, necessary cabs. I mean, not
Noyan,
recreational cabs. Not
Tawab, Qazi, if you're on, you guys want to give input on
Yeah.
this?
$500 is plenty. The entire country is using tapping and Apple Pay from your phone. So you really just need cash for the cabs. If you even want to take a cab, I mean, you're going to have transportation provided. It's
Yeah.
just you find that you may be better suited to take a taxi. Otherwise, you're going to have transportation. So the 500 is just there. But every shopkeeper, every restaurant, everyone is taking tapping and Apple Pay, and you don't need cash for any of your day-to-day purchases, souvenirs, gifts. You can use your credit card or your Apple Pay for that. Cash is literally just for a backup option for taxis.
Thank you. Jazakallah khair.
Barakallah.
Anybody else?
Sheikh, Assalamu alaikum.
Salam.
Quick question about shaving of head after Jamarat. Is there a difference in the opinion from school of thoughts about using a razor versus trimmer, like zero number or something like that?
No, akhi, Allah Azza wa Jal mentioned al-muhalliqun first, the shavers before the trimmers. And the Prophet ﷺ said, may Allah give mercy to those who shave. And then they said, and those who trim, he said, may Allah give mercy to those who shave. And then said, and those who trim, he said, may Allah give mercy to those who shave. Then they said, and those who trim, he said, and those who trim. So shaving is more preferred, especially if it's your first Umrah. I don't want to be like what Allah said about a group of people, أَتَأْمُرُونَ النَّاسَ بِالْبِرِّ وَتَنْسَوْنَ أَنفُسَكُمْ. I used to shave a lot of times, but I've been doing Hajj since 98, so I quit shaving. So I trim. But my advice, if it's your first Hajj, I would just do it to the fullest. I would shave. If it's my first Hajj, I definitely want to shave.
Jazakumullah khair. There will be
Right.
people there helping with this, right, Sheikh, like for shaving and all?
No, after you do that on your own, you just pay a barber. You see, there are a lot of people outside. If you want to do it on your own, you can cut your own hair. It's not a problem, even if you're in an ihram. You can cut your own hair, or you can have somebody cut it for you who is also in ihram. It's not a big deal. But
Okay.
there are a lot of barbers there for like $10, $10, $10, I believe, and they'll shave your hair, shave your whatever you want, beard. Don't let them shave your beard.
I don't
Don't
think
let them
they'll cut.
touch it.
They're not allowed to cut the beard, I think.
Okay, good. So $10 will just shave your hair, cut it, and that's it.
Yep. Jazakallah khair.
Oh yeah. Anybody else?
Very
Okay,
quick
great. Fine.
question. Very quick
Yes.
question. Like in case of emergency, like if me or my wife, I mean, we need a wheelchair to go from point A to point B, and let's say point A to point B is 20 minutes. What are the average cash that we need to have to pay the guy pushing the wheelchair? I mean, I know it depends on many things, but just in general, for 20 minutes pushing the
No. In
wheelchair.
general, nobody is going to be willing pushing your chair from point A to point B. The only chair pushing is going to happen is when you're in the haram. You pay somebody to help you with tawaf and sa'i, or now there are electric cars you can ride and they will do tawaf and sa'i for you. So you don't need, nobody is going to be pushing you outside the haram. You're on your own.
So how much they charge for the tawaf for the wheelchair? Do you know?
Nuyan, Qazi, or Tawab. I think
Thought it was
200 riyals, maybe
Yeah, $50, so about 200 riyal. And
60 some dollars.
it's
Yeah.
like maybe a 12-seater golf cart, and they're on the very top floor. So you wait in a line on the ground floor, and you prepay, and then you have to get in line. And there's many people in line, and you might have to wait a couple hours, but it's fast and convenient once you're in the buggy. And then they'll basically do tawaf and sa'i in this, 12-seater golf cart. It might even be an
Yep.
electric cart of some sort, but I think it was $50. It's probably about 200 real.
Okay. طيب.
I have I have a question.
Yes.
I start late, so for the Hadi, can I pay from Nusuk?
Okay, we're gonna send you a link, and you go and send a Zelle payment to that link.
Oh, okay.
It's
How
you go
about
to booking at hajjcouncil.org. That's the Zelle.
okay? The other question is for a sleeping bag, we buy and we prepare, or we get from there.
You buy it from here.
From
Which
here,
program are you in? Which package did you buy?
Raji.
Rajhi?
Yeah, Raji.
It doesn't matter which one you're with. You need to buy a sleeping bag. All of them use the same sleeping bag. And can you text us your email so we can send you a link for the Korbani?
How do I send?
There is a chat capability on the bottom of your screen. It says chat. Click on it.
Chat. Wait. Yeah, I get it.
Just send me your email here.
جزاك الله خير.
وياك أخي. And, and Sister Warda, inshallah, will send you an email from Hajj Council of North America with a Zelle link, and you can do that through that, inshallah. طيب.
I send. I send.
Is it ANSHA? This is your email?
Yeah,
Okay,
20178.
Jamal. Okay, خلاص خير inshallah. Warda, please send to this email. Jazakallah khair. Okay, we need to cut it, finish in a couple of minutes, please. We're almost been going for 3 hours. So, Sobia, final question?
Jazakallah khair, we're done. Thank you.
Okay, fantastic. Sameh, do you have a question? Okay, fantastic. Inshallah, we will see all of you there. I'm leaving to Saudi on Monday. That's why I wanted to have this session. We will communicate with each other, inshallah, through WhatsApp. Please be patient. If there's any advice I can give you is please be patient. May Allah accept your Hajj, and may
Sheikh Farid.
Allah give you safe passage, inshallah, going and coming back and in Saudi.
Sorry, I have another more
Yes.
one question. If I have a balance, how do I get refund? And
just go to Nusuk, sign up to Nusuk, and go to empty your wallet, and they will refund it for empty wallet. Yes.
Akh Farid.
Yes.
Assalamu alaikum.
Salam.
Just a quick question. I missed the part about the travel from Medina. I am Medina first. Medina to Mecca. Is it gonna be a bus or
Train.
Train?
According to Rawaf, 98% is
okay.
train.
Has
That
it
means
been?
they're leaving possibility it may not be train.
Oh, so it hasn't been reserved.
Akhi, yes, of course. 98% train.
Okay. Khair inshallah. Jazakallah khair.
Okay.
sorry, I
حياك الله.
have
Can we
another
get?
question.
Are we gonna get a video recording of this session? Or a
It's
link?
three. We'll see, inshallah. Inshallah.
Sorry, I have another more question.
Okay, Jazakallah khair.
Yes.
Assalamu alaikum.
For the Hadi, can I pay their cash?
No, 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 no. It's easier, Akhi, to take care of it here. The less, that's why I tell everybody, buy your sleeping bag from here. Buy
No,
your
I am not
umbrella
talking
from
about.
here. No, no, no.
I'm
I'm
not about.
talking in general, brother, because you don't have time over there to go shop and look for stuff. And so finish your affairs handle all your affairs here in the US. It is best, inshallah.
Did
My
you say
question is about money for the Hadiya.
Yes, you pay it here in the US, Akhi.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Sheikh Farid, did
Yeah.
you say we cannot put anything on our head? So an umbrella that
No,
that
I
the
said
type
anything attached to your head.
attached,
An
yeah. So
umbrella is not.
no, there are types of umbrellas that attach to the head, and it doesn't have
I
a.
don't like them. Those that strap around the head and they go
Yeah,
above. I don't like those.
and they are not permitted in Sharia, yani also.
I don't know. I just don't
Okay,
like them. It's
okay.
like you're not supposed to put something on. I don't know. I say a lot of people do them. Bring it with you, and I'll ask somebody there for you.
Yeah, inshallah, okay.
And if they do, bring one for me as well.
Of course.
Hayyak
Hey,
Allah.
by the way, it turns out that you know Adnan.
I was gonna talk to you about this with Adnan and Osama. We'll talk later because Attar, Seattle.
I only knew from him yesterday when I talked when I told him,
Yeah,
but I
yeah,
didn't know
Allah yarda.
in our first meeting.
Tab, listen, I'm gonna send everybody the videos so we chat later, inshallah.
Inshallah, okay.
Hayyak Allah. I knew
Assalamu alaikum.
from the last name, Gaza, Attar, Seattle,
I
you have to be.
I
So
felt like you knew, but I didn't know.
no. You had to, akhi. It's too small. So
Tamam,
Allah
tamam,
barik fik. Allah
tamam.
yakammak. And plus you talk like Osama. You sound
Jazakallah
like
khair.
him, your tone of voice like him. Calm, you know.
Yeah.
Hayyak Allah. akhi.
I'm the
Allah
youngest,
barik
by
fik.
the way. Yalla, assalamu
Oh,
alaikum.
mashallah. Alaikum salam. طيب.
Assalamu alaikum.
سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك
سبحانك
أشهد أن
اللهم
لا
أشهد
إله
أن لا
إلا
إله إلا
أنت
أنت أستغفرك.
أستغفرك وأتوب إليك بارك الله فيكم السلام عليكم مع السلامة
Assalamu alaikum.